Hello! Welcome. Thank you for joining us for tonight's session of Another One Bites the Dice, Quelmar's very own dive into the Curse of Strahd. I am your Dungeon Master, Tyler, and I have with me my four wonderful players who are going to introduce themselves now. And Kelsey, you didn't take a bite of food, so you're going first. Unmute yourself. See what happens when you mess around with muting and unmuting? Unmute yourself.
Hello.
Oh my god, chewing.
I am Kelsey. I'm back in California. I play Winter Fatouine. She is a level 4 artificer who finally has Tinkle Tools back, so
Tinkle Tools.
I can actually do stuff again.
Liana.
Hello, my name is Liana. I am playing Willa, a bard.
Nell.
Hi, I'm Nell. I'm playing Lady Isadora Mariana Caletta Louise de Carlisle, a very sad cleric.
On her new desktop PC. Woo! Notice when Nell talks, you don't hear a lawnmower in the background?
It's a gift to all of us.
Good times. And James.
Hi, my name is James, and I play Zoot, the Wyvern-born paladin / barbarian, and I have the best seat on the stream because I can warm myself by the heat of this little candle.
Thanks to Jeff Buderbaugh. Shout out to Jeff Buderbaugh for our wonderful overlay. So thanks, players. Quick announcement for those of you tuning in who are curious, looking for more info about Quelmar. There's a link below the stream to join our Discord, check out our website, get involved, connected with the community. Please also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Twitch channel like Deathnell just did, like Bees just did. Use that Amazon Prime membership to your advantage and send some of that sweet, sweet Jeff Bezos money Quelmar's way, please and thank you. There is a new button. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. I'll mention it again tonight. That says donate. That is right below our subscribe button. Oh shit, mine expired just a sec. Hurry, Jeff, quick. You gotta stay on a hot streak.
Hype train.
Hype train. There is a donate button below our subscribe button where you can donate and chip into our QuelmarCon 2022 fund. We are holding our second annual convention, second annual QuelmarCon, this spring in Spring Mills, PA, at a giant, lavish lodge with hot tubs and fires and giant rooms and all of your Quelmar favorites. So a full weekend of gaming, partying, meeting the Quelmar people that you only ever see on Twitch or Discord in real life. That IRL interaction. So if you want more info about that, join the Discord, hop into the Quelmar 2022 channel, and sign up to attend. There are badges still available. There are still some rooms available at the lodge, though those are dwindling by the minute. All right. I think that's everything. So let us dive in with a little recap for those of you who are joining us either for the first time last we saw our four players. They were bedding down for the night after a wild 24 hours.
Yeah, they were.
A little wild 24 hours. The four had arrived in the town of Vallaki with their charge, Irina Koyana. But after finding the Church of St. Andrew was not as safe a space as they originally thought due to the theft of the sacred bones of St. Andrew, which were the only relics that were keeping the church sanctified, they became separated for reasons when they headed out to the orphanage to begin the search to reclaim these lost, stolen bones. And the two at the head of the group, Zoot and Isadora, were promptly arrested also for reasons. They were thrown in the Reformation Center and throughout that night became aware of a certain guard who mentioned that a lady watcher was going to help them in some way. That same guard then somehow created an aura of silence in the center, in the prison, around the cell, picked the lock of their cell and released them. They took that opportunity, began a somewhat frantic chase through the prison, were cornered in a storage closet, attempted to surrender, and just as they did, watched as a crossbow bolt shot through the eye of the guard that had cornered them, saw a cloaked figure slink away, and found freedom through a trapdoor that led up to the outdoor courtyard of the prison. They then found some barrels, used those barrels to scale the wall. Isadora managed to put the two guards at the gate to sleep, using her newly carved holy
Draw
symbol.
it. Fuck. Where's my Sharpie? I'll be right back. I'm gonna find it.
Isadora's gonna go draw on her new tat, her new prison tat. Found the keys to the gate, slipped into the Dark City. While all of that was happening at this prison, our two sisters, Winnie and Willa, were doing their best to find some sort of diplomatic way to get their friends back. They, with Irina, traveled to the home of the burgomaster of Vallaki, Baron Vargas Valakovich, to try to negotiate to get their friends back. The Baron offered them an audience and gave them a deal. If they would investigate and provide some solid information about this brewing rebellion by a lady watcher and her faction, he would match that good faith and information by returning Zoot and Isadora to the sisters. They agreed, and they devised a plan to advertise Willa's performance that night at the Blue Water Inn, where the Baron would then place some undercover guards to investigate those in attendance for any signs of this revolutionary plot. The sisters returned to the inn, planned their performance, lined up those light cues, lined up the SFX and the VFX. Willa performed to thunderous applause and rapturing.
Don't forget about the OFX.
Oh, and the OFX, yes, the olfactory effects.
Thank you.
And at the conclusion, they didn't really see much in the way of subterfuge or rebellious behavior, but were shocked when Willa and Irina walked outside and saw Isadora and Zoot. A shirtless Zoot and an Isadora wearing Zoot's own tunic, I might add. Willa then provided a distraction, offering that the first patron to touch her would receive a free one-on-one drink with her, ran into the street, cleared out the bar as people mobbed after her, trying to be the one to first lay a finger on her, while the other two were then able to slink upstairs into the sister's room. Willa was touched by a young elven woman named Liev, who she then accompanied upstairs. Very dramatically and brusquely revealed her sexual preferences to her sister, and slipped inside Liev's room for the night. You did do that.
Yep, I remember every word.
Very
Like,
brusquely,
she
I might
said,
add.
Hey, Winnie, I like girls.
I like girls. I'm gonna go
upstairs
be with one.
and be with one.
And that was it.
Don't wait up. Find the others.
Damn right. So, while you slumber the night away, Isadora, before you fell asleep, you prayed. First to Corellin, and then to the Morning Lord, whose voice you have heard enter your thoughts before now. You're visited tonight by that familiar voice of the Morning Lord.
Not upsetting at all.
Thank you for hearing me. Bless you for answering my call. You have been changed by this land. I can sense it. But do not despair. Instead, seek those who wear the black. It is with them that you will find the path to regain your strength. With the black and the blue are my allies, and they will be yours as well. Zoot, a loud and strange voice comes to you. One you heard in the streets the day before.
Hmm.
You have sought my aid, young Wyvern-born. And you have called on me for guidance. I welcome you, and I will show you what I have to offer.
I sit up and look out the window.
You feel your body taken up, and you are soaring through the skies, the overcast, cloud-filled skies of this realm. You are circling the peaks of the mountains you traversed mere days before. You find yourself diving down into the valley towards a large, looming black stone castle, and you see before you your friends, the two sisters and Isadora, clinging to the tops of these towers, lightning bolts flashing around them. Willa and Isadora throw bolts of magic and beams of light from their hands. Winter wields a glowing sword. You swoop down towards them, feel yourself hurtling down towards their foe. At the last second, you pull back, and you feel your tail whip from behind your wings as your stinger plunges into the chest of a faceless enemy. And at that instant, you jolt awake to the pounding on the door of the room at the Blue Water Inn.
No! Who is it?
The pounding is frantic. Let me in! Let me in! Pounding, frantic.
I'll bolt up and open the door.
The second you do,
Oh, good. A top-down view.
Oh, great. Awesome. Awesome.
Love that.
Wait, shoot. You're there. You're there. You see the owner of the Blue Water Inn, Erwin Mardikov, standing in front of you. Frantic look in his eyes. You must hide. We must hide you. Come with me. And he just sort of stands there expectantly.
Are you with Lady Watcher?
Lady Watcher. No, the Baron's guards. They are at the door downstairs. We must hide you. Come quickly. We will put you in the loft. Please come with me now.
Insight check?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
+3. I only got a 12.
Okay, he
Go either way.
is. You look into his eyes. He is earnest and wants you to come with him. And you don't really know him. You haven't spent a lot of time with him. I would say that Winnie and Isadora, you are probably stirring at this point. You hear this commotion. He's not being quiet.
I would like to
What's going
trust
on?
the kindness of a stranger for once in this land.
The
I
Baron's
would like to
guards,
follow.
they are downstairs. I don't know if they know you're here or if they are just going door to door, but we should hide you in the loft. We should wait, let them see the rooms, let them see that no one is here, and then you can
Yes.
come out.
I will come.
Can't you change your appearance?
Not well.
I thought I showed you the picture.
That won't stop. I can't do it to you three. I tried.
You can do it to yourself. That's the issue, right? Is that they need you to disappear.
Well, no, it's not just me. Isadora was also there.
I'm going to go to the loft. Have fun disguising yourself as a giant deformed peasant person. Good luck. I hope I see you on the other side.
No, I'm definitely going to follow to the loft, too.
Great.
It's a much bigger place if I need to fight. I don't want to be fighting in a 3x3 room.
He looks at you, Winter, and at Irina and says, You must come too.
Why? We did nothing wrong.
They are asking for all of you. Your friends have escaped from the prison.
Did you guys break out?
Yes. How did you think they just let us go?
You
There-
didn't really tell me how you got out.
Wait, we can do it in the loft. Let's move.
Yeah, I'm going to follow the guy. I'm already out the door.
Okay? Winnie, Isadora?
I'm going. Absolutely.
Willa, I can't go without Willa.
And he just sort of looks at you and says, "Your sister, he," and looks at Irina and says, "Oh, you are not the sister. You must go too. Where? Where is your sister?"
She told me not to disturb her for the next few hours.
She is not safe. You must find her. You need to stay together.
I don't think anyone's safe around her when. She's down the hall at the room, having child time.
I'm gonna go pound on the door that she just indicated.
Okay, so directly down the hall, next adjacent to the room, is Liev's room, where Willa
Great.
is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pound.
So
on
Willa,
that.
you hear a frantic pounding at the door.
Is Liev still
And
in the
she
room?
just sort of stirs and is like, "Just let them go away. Do not worry about them."
I should check. Just give me 1 second, and I'll like get up and I'll reach for like a blanket and like wrap myself and walk to the door.
You have about 20 seconds to grab all of your belongings. The guards are here. We're hiding in the loft.
All right.
I kind of lean in, like wave at the elven lady in the bed. Hello, very nice to meet you. I'm Isadora. Lady Isadora Mariano Coletta. Lisa
I close the door.
Smort.
I'm going to frantically try and put on all of my things. I'm gonna, Leah, do you wanna come with me? I'm going up to the loft. We can probably, I mean, we can't continue what we were doing down here, but we can hang out. You want?
I did not know what's going on. No, I will stay here. Will you just see me in the morning? Yes.
We'll see. I had a lovely time. I will catch you around sometime.
And she just sort of nods and turns back over.
I'm gonna walk over, I'll tuck her in, and then I'll rush off to where I was told to go.
Okay, so you follow Erwin, and he sort of takes you on this roundabout path up through some ladders and around, and eventually you find yourselves not out there. In a hayloft of sorts. But what surprises you, potentially, about this is hundreds of ravens fly around you. This is a raven loft. You see stables below you. 4 horses are stuck in the stables down the ladder below. But flying all around you, perched on wooden beams, ravens swarm in the air around you. And Erwin just sort of looks at you. He can kind of sense your unease, frustration. He senses that something's a little off about the way that you're reacting to this space. And Irina is just like looking around and can't handle this. And he just goes, "Trust us, please. Trust us, yes?
Yes,
We will keep you safe.
Thank you.
I will go. I will let the guards look. I will come and get you when they are gone. Remain here."
Thank you for everything.
And he climbs back down the ladder and he goes. So the 5 of you, Irina included, are in this loft, surrounded by hundreds of ravens. What do you do?
Did you have a fun time, Willa?
What? Yeah. What's going on? Why are we up here?
Oh, apparently, Zoot and Lady Isadora were not freed. They escaped.
Yeah, I figured that out last night. Wow, it seems like a long time ago. Are you guys okay? We have all our things. Are we accounted for? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? Good.
5.
Well, 5 counting myself. Tyler, if I may, you said there are a bunch of ravens, crows. Why do I do
Not
this?
just a bunch, hundreds of ravens.
Okay. Do they have the blue?
Make a perception check.
19.
Yeah, so as you look around and you see them sort of flitting and flying around and perching and squawking, you notice that a few do. Maybe a handful, maybe a dozen. It's hard to tell. They're moving around so quickly, it's hard to track whether you're just seeing the same ones with blue feathers multiple times or different ones. But you would guess probably around 10 or so have a sort of blue tipped feather.
I think we can trust them. Look, and if I can, I'll try and like point out one with a blue feather, and gesture to it.
Irina just sort of looks and these are the.
Do we all see the? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do we all see the gesture, or is this private to Irina?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm doing. Yeah, it's very big.
Tyler, is there a way I can do like find familiar on one of the crows, or excuse me, ravens?
Maybe. It's.
Or is it like a conjure? It's
Find
a conjuration,
familiar is
isn't it?
conjuring a spiritual beast. So you could conjure a familiar in the form of a raven.
Can I try? Yeah, can I try and conjure a familiar in the form of the blue-tipped raven?
Sure.
Did I get a short rest in that sleeping time in which I could have rolled some hit dice?
I would say that you all managed to get in a short rest for those of you that need it. And yes, Nell, go ahead and roll.
I might as well just spend all 4. No, I haven't gotten a long rest. I've only got.
I was gonna say, have you rolled them all yet, or did
No,
you?
I definitely rolled 1 so far. I rolled 1 for my last long rest and 1 for my last short rest.
Okay.
So do I have 2 left or 3
Well,
left?
you only rolled for your long rest just to give me the number. You've only rolled 1, so you've got 3 left.
So I still have 3 left. So I'll use 2 right now.
Okay.
6, 7. Quick question about how hit dice work. It's D8 plus 2. Is that 2D8 plus 2 or 2D8 plus 4? It's 2D8 plus 2, right?
Yes.
That's 12.
Okay.
So I assume 6.
6.
Right. We love it. I'm up to 10, guys. I'm in double digits again.
Irina's just sort of looking around and going, and looks at you, Willa. These are the same ravens that were in the woods, yes? Is that what you are trying to? Okay.
Yep. I think they're good. I think these people are good. So the Burger Master's probably really, really mad.
Yes, if the two of you are saying you escaped how did you, what happened? What did you do? She's sort of gesturing to Zoot and Isadora.
Well, somebody came actually and told us that the Lady Watcher had her eye on us and then put the guards to sleep or killed them. I'm not sure, but left us a key. And so we ran away really, really fast.
We didn't hurt anyone.
No, we didn't hurt a soul. I put 2 guards to sleep, but they should be awake and fine by now.
Yeah. You said Lady Watcher, yes? Willa, was
Yes.
that not the same person who the Baron told us to spy on?
Oh, do you think that was her plan?
I do not know. That is the second time we've heard that name this evening.
Yeah. Okay. Why would she want to help us? He described her, I mean, like, she sounded pretty nefarious.
Well, the man who runs this town seems to be pretty nefarious to me, so anyone who he thinks is nefarious is probably a safe bet.
I just assumed it was because I am a watcher, and they are a watcher, and watchers look out for each other.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I mean, Watcher's in her name. Do you think maybe we can get a message to her, see if she'll help us?
I think she speaks to us in our minds, like you've done, like I've done. But I don't know how to talk to her or start talking.
Okay. So maybe she dabbles in magic.
I'm thinking really hard.
Okay.
I'm gonna come cast guidance on him. It's not gonna help. Just to make him feel supported.
I mean, if I think really hard, Lady Watcher, can you hear me? Lady Watcher, hello. I call for you again. I seek you. I seek your aid, Lady Watcher. Hello. Vigilance.
Nothing.
I'll just keep reciting the tenets in my brain. I'll just
Yep.
vigilance, loyalty, and discipline. Vigilance, loyalty, and discipline.
No, I'm not hearing anything yet.
Can the four of you make a stealth check for me?
Oh God.
I was thinking
I'm gonna
really
guide in
well.
Zoot. I would like to guide in Zoot.
Okay.
15.
16?
I get to add a D4 to that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. So it's 8 plus 1, so 9.
Okay. Weenie. You're muted.
You're muted.
Because she's eating her rice.
You see.
Stealth?
How do we feel about a nat 1?
Oh, good.
You can
No,
have my
we don't.
inspiration.
It's too late. I already rolled
Too
it.
late.
Oh, really?
You
Oh,
have
shit.
to call it before, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So I don't think we have any group assistance right now because we did not get a
Yeah,
long
I
rest.
think
we-
all four of you, yeah, it's still the same.
We all
day.
burnt ours
You all
last time.
burned it.
Yeah.
You hear heightened voices from below you. They're muffled. Make perception check. See if you can
Oh,
discern
God.
anything that they're saying.
18?
18.
6.
17.
Okay, so everybody but Isadora. Isadora is distracted by her new tat. She's just looking at it like you do when it when they scab over a little
Sick,
bit and just
guys.
like
Scratching at the
Yeah.
scab.
you sort of hear like let us in. You hear just like shouts from guards of came this way. The sisters too. Those are the things you're able to pick out.
Can I see that they're struggling with hiding?
It's less about struggling with hiding and more about the noise that you're making.
Okay.
You hear a loud sort of thud, and the door of the stable below you bursts open. And it's just Erwin standing there. And he just looks up at you and he says, I'm sorry, they are gone for now. Come with me. We will talk. The tavern is closed. We can meet down there. And he just sort of ushers you along and takes you back into the tavern with him and his wife, Danica.
On my way down, Tyler, can I make sure that Liev is okay?
Yeah, so you would sort of go down the ladder, swing around to the other side of the second floor, and it's fine. You notice that the doors of the rooms are open. They haven't really been tossed. It was more just like check, see if anybody's in there. If not, close it and move on to the next one. But no sort of discernible. Liev's fine. There's no. The other patrons that are staying there are a bit shaken, but.
I want to.
Mhm.
I
I'll
want to
ask
duck into
her-
our room real fast and just grab the bundle of letters I was
Okay.
working on. I stuffed them under the bed or something. I'm not stupid enough to have left them out.
Got it.
I'll ask her if she wants to come down with us, and then head down.
And she just sort of like waves you off and groans and turns back over and goes to sleep. She says,
Dang.
This is not what I was looking for, and just like rolls over and closes the door.
Yikes.
Or as you close the door. So you're back downstairs, not in a giant pool of ravens anymore. And Erwin and Danica are sitting at the bar, and they're both have very sort of nervous looks on their faces, but still very sort of warm and kind and welcoming, putting up a front as best they can. And Danica just says, Who are you?
Lady Isadora Mariano Coletta Louise de Carlisle. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes, it is. It is good to meet you as well. I am Danica. This is my husband Erwin. We own this establishment, the Blue Water. We did not see you come in last night, but we assume that you are friends of these two lovely sisters. We're a bit confused. You see, the guards, they showed up just a little while ago and were yelling about you particularly, and she sort of gestures at Zoot. You were the one that they were seemingly most concerned about, but Itzek was with them, and he mentioned that the sisters were involved somehow as well. And having had run-ins with Itzek in the past, we figured that it would not be the best to allow them to find you. But
what is Idzak?
he is the Baron's bodyguard. He mentioned that he had met you before, and he sort of gestures at Willa and Winnie.
Yeah.
He's the guy with the arm.
Oh, yes. He has a well, it is a magical
It's so cool.
enchanted arm, and Erwin sort of shoots you a look and it is not. I would not describe it as such. I would describe it as terrifying and bringing pain to many of us in this village.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Well, you ask us what we're doing here. This is Lady Irina Kolyanovich. We were hired to escort her here to find a place where she would be safe from the devil, as you call him. We have determined that it is not, in fact, safe here for her or for us. We really have yet to formulate a next step, although a Vistani did suggest that we were supposed to try to kill the devil. I'm certainly down for this suicide mission. I don't know how my companions feel, but I suppose the first step is to get Irina somewhere she would be safe. I don't know if you have any knowledge of where in this hellhole that would be.
And they just sort of look at each other and that is a lot. You mentioned a Vistani woman who do you mean Ava?
Yes, Madam Ava.
Yes, I see. Well, we will do the best that we can to assist you. We had not heard that something had happened. What is it that happened with the church? We would assume, as you would, that the church would be a safe space from the devil.
Yes, their sacred bones have been stolen. I have the name of the man who they believe to have done it. I was on my way to investigate this when I was very rudely arrested. Actually, to be fair, Zoot was very rudely arrested. I was rather fairly arrested.
And the second that you said that the bones had been stolen, they both sort of exchanged a knowing glance, and their expressions sort of become crestfallen at that news. Erwin just sort of shaking his head, looking at the floor, and he looks up at his wife and he says, "That could be why." Well, I don't know, but perhaps it has something to do with the winery as well. And she just sort of nods and.
I love a good winery. Where is there a winery?
Oh, yeah. The Wizard of Wines. It is. Well, my family own and operate it. It is the only winery in Barovia.
Like a real wizard?
Let me guess.
No.
The wine is made out of children's blood.
No, why would you say such a thing?
Because, I mean, people like to eat children pie. So.
Excuse me, I may need to visit the restroom real fast, vomit a lot, and then return.
No wizards, though, so this is good.
No, it is the winery. Every bottle of wine that you've had since you've been here has been from Wizard of the Wines. It is the only wine in the realm. Isidore is actually going to choke on children pie.
On camera.
It's not as good as the Corellian wine, but it is fine. I'll admit it. I've been moderately impressed.
It's fantastic. I've been drunk like every night since I've been here, and it gets me there. And I applaud your family's work.
Well,
fantastic.
They would be happy to hear that. Shipments
Are you
have.
not aware these people are making pies out of your kids?
Shit, the children! What did you? Where are the children? Irina, what did you do with the children? Oh my god! I had 2 children. Where are
So
they?
many things. So Erwin responds to you, Winnie, and just says, stories of the hags south of the city have reached us, yes. They are incredibly powerful beings, and there is not much that we can do except advise as many people as possible to stay as far away from them as we can. And then Irina, as you're sort of hearing that from Erwin, Irina just sort of like calms you, Isadora. Says, "Do not worry. I sent them. They wanted to go back to the orphanage where they were from.
They did not want to go back to the orphanage. They explicitly told me not to take them back to the orphanage. Are they back at the orphanage? Do we have to jailbreak some children now?"
Well,
Whoa.
they are. I left them there. They said that was the place that they felt safe in the city. They said that their older. Well, I don't know if he was a brother or just sort of a caretaker. But that their friend Milivoj was there to watch over them.
Right, well, for now, they will stay, but as soon as you are safe, I turn to the others, we are rescuing the children, depositing them wherever Irina is, and then we can go kill the devil. 2 things on our to-do
Why
list.
can we add do something about the hags? Because
Winter, I don't think I can.
don't
I don't think I can go back there.
what did they do to you?
I had to give up, I don't know, something for those children, and I don't think, part of that, I don't think I can go back. Not like I don't want to. Like either all die immediately or something bad will happen, I don't know.
So this is just one of those other things we're gonna pretend like isn't happening, that they're
No, I
not
think it
coming
goes on
into
our list
cities.
after killing the Count, because I think once we kill the Count, more things might be manageable. I think that's 4 on our to-do list. Irina, the children, the Count, the hags. If that's an acceptable list for you, Winter. You're, of course, welcome to go to the hags. I just can't go with you. And I don't feel great about that.
I don't want to go back either, but I also. So I have a slight confession to make. I may have broken their mill.
Excellent news! Congratulations, you're brilliant. How? What did you do?
I just, just pulled the doohickey and smashed a thingamabob and
I
crushed their
Naturally.
granary, basically.
am so proud of you. I'm going to give her a big kiss on the forehead.
I don't know if that's going to stop them from stealing more kids, though.
It might stall them, at least. Give us time to figure some things out.
I have a question. Your birds, the ones with the blue feathers,
Yes.
they've been following us.
Ravens in Barovia are knowledgeable creatures. They tend to think for themselves, and perhaps they found something that they liked about you.
Do you, by any chance, worship the Morning Lord?
Oh, well, yes, of course. Who else would we pray to?
Does he ever speak to you?
Us? No. Holy men and women like Father Lucian, I'm sure, are able to converse with the Blessed One, but we do not. We simply pray to him and ask him to assist us and aid us.
Are the ravens a sign of the Morning Lord?
No. They are everywhere in the realm. They are a source of comfort for many people. There are many superstitions surrounding them that they are signs of luck. That is really all that people think of them. They are lucky. Harming a raven is a very, very horrible act in this realm, and most people know to respect them and to keep them safe when they can.
I glance at Willa really quickly and then look away.
You say that they are following you, though. Like, for how long? Since you've been in Vallaki?
I think so. I always look around and they're there. I think they've even helped us.
I could see if Ravens of the Realm think that a certain person or group of individuals are acting in a way that is helpful to them or helpful to the land, they would assist in any way they could. I'm sure that is something that could happen, yes.
Do you think maybe they're helping us because we're trying to keep Irina safe?
Well, that is certainly a noble act to keep a young woman safe from the threat of something as cursed as the devil himself. So perhaps yes.
I'm not sure how we're going to get out of this, everyone.
Well,
Seems like most people are resigned to live here, and I just figured that would become our fate as well.
I personally would like to find the bones, if possible, so that Irina can stay here safely. That's my step one. Step two is
Whose
leave
bones?
this
What?
shithole city immediately. The bones of the saint man who was in the church. Somebody stole them. We actually were told to ask here about him. And his
Oh,
name.
this is. I remember. This is the whole reason you stormed out of the church in the first place.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Emotions were rather high.
You get this upset over a bone?
Well, it is the one thing that would presumably keep Irina and the rest of this entire city safe. So yes, I'm rather upset about it.
How is one bone
my-
supposed to keep people safe?
Multi-step plan. 1, find the bones. 2, deposit Irina where the bones are. 3, visit the orphanage, rescue all of the children, deposit them all where Irina are. 4, leave the city. There's an old woman I need to speak to who may be able to help me with my problems. 5, whatever side quests you all need to do. 6, we either decide to stay together and forge on forward, or if any of you do not wish to settle down and try to live lives here, that is one step forward. I would much rather follow Madame Ava's advice, find some doors, find a crazy wizard, and either kill the devil or die myself.
Which step of this plan
Kill the
involves big
devil.
black towers?
We're on
Big
the
black
towers.
towers.
Those can be like, okay, so like 5 the doors, 6 the towers, 7 the wizard, 8 kill the vampire, 9 kill the hags, 10 big wedding, we all live happily ever after.
Okay, so how are we
I get to
going
bake
to
the
do
cake.
that for one to buy the entire city?
You know, that's a great question. Disguises, you were very good earlier at disguising Irina. Perhaps we use some hair dye, some scissors, some different clothing. I don't know what we do about Zoot. Maybe we find a better picture of a peasant for him to look at, spend some time crafting that disguise, and once we feel more comfortable, we all look a little different. We proceed on that mission to find the bones, to protect Irina, to get the children, to deposit the children, to find the witch, to do other side quests, to go to the doors, to go to the towers, to go to the vampire, to go to the hags, to have a wedding, to live happily ever after. Or die trying.
Mr. Krabs.
Irene just sort of looks at you, and I think I do not want you all to worry about me. You have gotten me here. I am safe. I want you to. If you want to get out of this place, you need to worry about finding a way to get out of this place, yes? That should be your priority. I am here. I am in a town with good people like the Martikovs here. People who can keep us safe. If the church is not as holy as it once was, that is okay. It is still a church, yes. with a good, honest priest, unlike Donovich back in Barovia. Yes, this is. I don't know. It's.
Not
It seems
wrong.
to me that I do not want to be a burden to the four of you any longer.
You are not a burden, Irina. You are an extraordinary young woman, and it is important to myself, and presumably my companions, that you are safe because you offer some light and hope and potential to this terrible world.
What do you want to do, Irina? This entire time we've been dragging you around. What do you want to do from here?
Side note: James, take inspiration.
I'll take it.
Irina sort of looks at you and says, I just want to be safe. And I feel safe here. I do. I really do. I would like to help you in any way I can. And if that means staying here so that you can go elsewhere and work on finding a way out of here, then that's what I can do. If that means coming along with you, if that's something that you would want, I will do that as well. But I do worry that the longer that I am in your presence, the more of a target you all will be for him.
I don't get it. Who are you? So many of these people in this town are so resigned to the comfortable spaces they've found, but you're still moving. Even after we bring you all the way here, you're still ready to go. What? Who are you?
I guess I do not understand the question. I just
The question is simple. Why are you the way you are?
I guess I am someone who has not lost hope or resigned herself to the fate of this world and think that there is a possibility that there might be something better than simply rolling over and allowing this creature to take whatever he wants to take whenever he wants to take it. And you just see sort of Danica like nodding along and saying, yes, my child, there are those of us who still believe this.
We kill him. The Burger Meister.
Yeah.
And Irina just sort of like looks up, and you see like Erwin and Danica both look up.
He's just go with me for a second. He's
but I think they were referring to Strahd, or excuse me, the devil.
No, I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on. I'm sorry. I zoned out. He's torturing you guys, your town, if you're not happy.
Yeah, he is a difficult, and Danica, Erwin is sort of saying he is a difficult man to. The Baron has his faults, and Danica goes, he is a monster, but he is our leader. He has kept us safe from the devil for many years, but his methods are not something that I abide or I agree with. We tend to try to stay out of political matters as best we can. But
Why? If they affect you, shouldn't you have a say in how things are run?
You are young, and that is sweet of you to say. There are certain realities that you cannot change immediately, that they take time.
Yes, but they also take action.
Just
idea. Spitballing. Going on. I initially was like will and no, but now I'm like will and maybe.
You say bones.
Kill the Burgermeister. install Irina. She's been trained to lead in Barovia, smaller to be sure, but she has the training, she has the knowledge, she has the blood claim to be in charge of things, and hope and determination to change things and not resign herself to the way things have always been done.
I wouldn't necessarily suggest putting someone like that up on the blood of another person. We're talking about killing somebody.
I'm very confused by you, Winter. I respect you, but I'm puzzled. You want to change things, yes?
Yes, but aren't you the one who,
I believe in
aren't there
killing monsters.
consequences for murdering, assassinating a political figure and then installing a new one? What kind of
It's done very frequently, actually, much more often than you would expect. That's pretty much Tuesday at breakfast where I come from.
Yeah, but is it stable? Is it growing? Is it what you had hoped?
Wars have been happening for years, Winter. This is just another war. I wouldn't recommend putting her up, though. We would have to find someone else. I don't want her to have a target on her back. I mean, if she's into politics, that'll make her only easier to find by the devil.
Like, we all have targets on our back at this point.
Do you know how we could find the Lady Watcher?
That's a good idea.
Yes, you could. Watcher House is just down at the other end of the city. You could,
They have an
go
address.
there. Yeah, I mean they are residents of Vallaki. The Lady Watcher, she has lived here for as long as we have been here, and her family for even longer. They are residents of the village. No? Yes? This is...
And I thought they were some sort of secret underground organization. I didn't realize we could scroll down
Why
the
does
road
he
and get to
need
the
her
house.
so much?
Yes.
The Burgermeister.
Oh,
Master.
well, the Lady Watcher, she is... yes, she is leading... she is an open critic of the Burgomaster, and Erwin just sort of like sits back down and says, yes, she's open critic is a kind way of putting it. She and her family have been important noble figures of Vallaki for centuries. She is just the latest in the line of other noble, politically minded people who try and...
So she should lead.
They just sort of like share a glance with each other and say, as long as the tavern is open, the wine is flowing, and the patrons are here, the leadership of Vallaki has changed over the years, and we have weathered it. If you are asking us what our opinion of the Baron or Lady Watcher or another is, we are sorry, we don't really enter that world. We try and stay above it and outside of it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess I'm just trying to get a read on her, if we should trust her. I mean, she helped you, didn't she, Zoo?
Yeah, but from the sounds of it, she's not much of a watcher. It's the job of the Watcher House to protect the world from threats like Strahd, from dangerous people who lurk in magical shadows. But it sounds like the Watchers here are doing a terrible job at that.
Or maybe they're doing the best they can within their given circumstances. I mean, even going against this guy, you saw what happened just when you got angry. Like, no wonder he hates her. She probably has done a lot, but because of her, I guess, family influence, she's still around.
Oh, I mean, we have to back them up. They've done us an unbelievable favor. We are in their debt for all I know, me and Hector here would have been bodies on that jail cell if we'd been there for 5 minutes longer.
Wait, hang on a second. There were dead bodies down there?
Every other
Lot,
cell,
yes.
we were the last alive.
I don't think we were supposed to be for long.
You know, that's rather curious, considering the impression we were given of the Reformation Center.
Shit.
We were told it was just like a timeout chamber, not a permanent timeout.
So maybe we go have a meeting with her.
I agree.
And think about putting the people in charge in a permanent timeout. Thank you for everything you've done for us. I can't begin to repay you for this. Protecting my family is very important to me, and having you guys help with that, it means the world.
Of course, we will always be here to help. I will say, if you are looking for a way to help us in return, if you find yourselves outside of the city of Valaki and make your way to the Wizard of Wines, just to see what is going on there. It's been a while since we've heard. We've been missing shipments. They typically come once a month, and it has been 3 months since our last. So we have sent some others out there. They have not returned. But it may just be that they have not made their way back to town yet. But if you get a chance just to go and make sure, it would be helpful.
We'll check in on your family.
Thank you.
All right, new plan order. 1, conversation with Lady Watcher. 2, kill the Burgermeister ? 3, rescue the children from the orphanage. 4, visit the old lady outside of town / other side quests. 5, visit the winery. 6, towers. 7, doors. 8, wizard. 9, Strahd. 10, wedding. 11, happily ever after.
You missed the
Take
hags.
notes, Winter.
Windmill.
Shit, fuck, yes. 10 fucking hags. 11, wedding. 12, happily ever after.
One more thing.
She doesn't curse. That was very
I
out of
like-
character. That was
I
full
reach
me.
into my my pouch, my bag. There's a room with a woman named Liev upstairs.
Yes, Lev, yes.
I wanted to pay for her stay for this evening.
She was very pretty, Willa. I mean, stunning. I mean, I want to talk to her about her skincare routine, her everything.
Yeah.
You did really good.
Thanks.
She also did really good, of course. You were also beautiful.
Thank you.
I would love to hear all about her later.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, if you have any, do you have clothes or armor that she could wear? And I point to everyone. Do you have anything that they could use? I have some coin.
We do not have those sorts of things here. There are plenty of shops. Thimdul's in town. Thimdul's Armaments is down the road past the square. You could go there. The Bistros is a clothing proprietor. He would be able to.
I love that idea, and if it were different circumstances, I would do that. But because we're wanted, I feel as though we should stay low key. Is there a way that maybe we can give you some coin to go out and get materials for us?
Are shops
I
even
know you
open?
benefit-
I mean, how early is it?
It's probably pushing 3 a.m. at this point, maybe 4.
I figure maybe once we're done talking to the Watchers, it'll be daybreak. I don't know. It was just an idea. Totally up to you.
Danica and Erwin just sort of look at each other and we the tavern is open all the time. We need to stay here and take care of our business. We can offer you other clothes if that would be helpful, just to sort of cover you as you move through the town
Glenn?
and see if that would that is absolutely something that we could offer. We just don't
Okay.
have anything in the way of armor or weapons or
No, makes sense. That's totally fine. If we can get them some clothes, that would be great. Yeah.
One more question. Is there any sort of mailing system between towns here? Aside from the Vistani who travel?
Where are you looking to send a message?
I kind of look down. I have one to Barovia and a whole bunch to just get to the Vistani.
We could certainly take care of getting your message to Barovia. You would have to find another avenue to the Vistani. There is an encampment south of town. They, or if there is we try not to use the term. If there is a darker elf that you are able to find somewhere in the town of Valaki, they frequently intervene with. There it is. There it is. James, 1.3 hours. It's been an hour and 12 minutes. That is almost 1.3 hours.
All right. I'm going to grab a quill and scrawl at the bottom of the letter to Easemark the one thing I forgot to say, which is P.S. Do not eat the pies, underlined like 12 times. And then I'll hand them that one and hold on to all the others.
Right. So, oh, wow. No, leave it in front of you. It's like you've become the town.
I'll fix it at break.
So, Danica sort of goes back behind the bar and around upstairs and is going to sort of find you some clothes or cloaks, things to cover you with. Erwin just sort of stays and talks to you a little bit. And why? I'm curious. You've mentioned, and he's looking at you, Isidore. You've mentioned this woman outside of town that you need to, old woman. What business do you have with her?
There's something rather wrong with me, more so than the usual. And the priest recommended I find her for her assistance.
Yes. It's magic, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I am sorry, there is no one else in town that would be able to assist you with that.
I understand.
She would be the closest. Jenny would be the closest.
Jen? Her name is Jenny?
Jenny, yes.
Yes, that's right.
He's sort of looking around and looks at you, Zoop. Says, I am not sure if any of the armorers in town will be able to have anything that will suit someone of your stature.
I don't need armor. I just need a shield, something big. Maybe even like a barrel top might work. You have any old barrels or casks?
I do not, but if it is just a shield you are looking for, Piersma at Thimdall's will be able to sort you. I am sure of it. She is impressive, that one.
Huh.
Are there any other things that you require that we could either help you procure or point you in the proper direction?
No, but if I gave you, is there any sort of used market or black market or anything where
He just sort of like his eyes get
used things popped up and get sold?
I
hand-me-downs or antiques.
What is it specifically that you are looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. I was hoping to provide you a list with some items. And if you see them show up at any such store, if you could hold on to them until I return. Of course, I'll pay you whatever the price is.
Things move in and out. Folks like, I mean, you saw, I do not know if you saw, but he looks at you and Willa and Winnie and says, Rictavio, he is often traveling on the road and he procures and offers and sells wares of a particular note, such as what you're looking for. So, sure, yes, provide me a list and I will.
They likely will not, but
I will do what I
just in
can. And
case.
if you see Rictavio around, these ladies know what he looks like. He will always have a giant feather in his cap. You may ask him as well.
Understood.
what's on the
Thank
list?
you. A description of each of the gifts I had from my siblings, my necklace, and my parasol.
You little one, he looks at you, Winnie. You mentioned earlier, you asked us when you first arrived here if we had tools for you. Are you still in need of such things?
Yeah, I've acquired that since then a few things. But you were kind enough to lend me, or give me, I should say, like an empty jug and a leather pouch. So Tyler, remind me, I have my Tinker's tools back, right?
Yes. You got Tinker's tools from the Baron.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to have any thieves' tools or smith tools, would you?
And he sort of leans in and says, even if we did, I probably would not admit to you that we did. But that is certainly the sort of thing that you could find at Dusklight Supply. They are
Where?
in Dusklight Supply. They are in the shopping district as well, near, not exactly right next to Thimdall's, but if you are going to Thimdall's and you see Piersma, she will be able to point you. It is Dusklight is sort of around the corner behind her, next to Third Eye Potions. So there's Third Eye Potions, and then you will see Dusklight. It is the largest store in the city. It has everything you could require that is sort of nondescript or general in nature.
Is there like a secondhand shop in the city as well?
No, the bistros has secondhand clothing sometimes, and Blinksy the toy maker sometimes will have secondhand toys.
You have a toy maker here?
Yes, get off Blinksy. Blinksy's toys. He is also in the shopping district as well.
That was somewhere we had to go, right? Not all of us. Side quests. That's number 2 on the list.
I'm going to pull out the last silver candelabra and plop it down on the bar. Thanks.
Oh.
You could probably hawk this for something.
Please, we are more than comfortable, I promise. Thank you for this, and we will. I would rather rest knowing that you are going to look in on my family when you can. That is the only payment I need from you.
Okay. You have my word.
Let's keep that and hawk it ourselves.
All right, I put it back in my bag.
Well, seeing as it's like, what, 4 a.m., we should probably see if we can get a little more rest before we head out and try to collect things.
We should go in the night when Zoot will be the least.
But the
When we
shops
all will
won't
be
be
the least
open.
conspicuous. Well, I thought we were going to the Lady Watcher first. If
Alright.
she was trying to help Zoot and I jailbreak, she won't be surprised to have us show up there at 4 in the morning.
So, back to my question. When do the shops open?
Daylight, daybreak, or soon thereafter. So probably 4 or 5 more hours from now.
And they probably close at day set.
Yes, dusk. Yes, about thereabouts. The dusklight supply would probably stay open a little bit longer. But the others, yes, they keep normal hours for a shop.
I don't think
I say to the group,
I don't think me and Hector are going to be able to go to those shops, but I'll give you whatever money I still have left.
Yeah, I might not be able to carry a shield, but we can definitely... I can drag things very well, apparently. Thank you, Tyler.
So, are you going to stay and get some more sleep, or are you going to head out?
I think we should go straight to Lady Watcher before it gets light. Or we
I'm
can travel in
afraid
the
of
dark.
Lady Watcher.
I see your head roll, James, but I think taking Zoot out onto the street in daylight is absolute suicide.
I
think Zoot is tired. It's okay. He'll go.
Zoot can disguise self.
No, he can't.
As a fucking deformed ass.
Oh, and he can't
peasant.
without. Well, he.
A fucking 7 foot tall ass.
Oh no, I'm tapped. I'm tapped of abilities. I
So-
haven't had a long rest since.
What?
Can you make anybody invisible anymore?
I can, but I'm gonna be down. Like, I won't be able to do much more after that.
What I would say is, typical long rest. You're allowed to have 1 hour on watch. I would call this your hour on watch. This whole being awoken, hiding in the loft, and coming down for this conversation. If you wanted to go back to sleep for another 4 hours,
The DM is telling us to sleep.
I would say that you could take a long rest if you wanted to. It was just sort of interrupted for a little while without any major combat or anything. So I would say this was similar to being on watch.
Tomorrow you'll be able to make him invisible.
Yeah.
And if we put a cloak on the 3 of us, we walk really, really quickly.
We can figure out a disguise.
All right.
And Erwin sort of pipes up. He says, "You know, for what it is worth, at this time of night, the streets are fairly empty, other than the guards. During the daytime, they are far busier, especially with the festival preparations that will be happening. It may be easier for you to move around in the crowds as opposed to being the only 4 people out on the streets with a 7-foot-tall creature."
All right, DM. I understand. Long rest time.
We should.
I appreciate the heavy-handed guidance. I was trying to be smart.
No
I did the
TPKs.
Let's go to bed.
I think we should let Irina decide what she wants to do. If she wants to stay with us, I'd be fine with that. But if she'd rather stay back, I think that'd be fine too. But I think this is where we stop telling her what to do and she decides maybe for herself what she'd like.
And Irina just sort of looks at you, Winter, and just like smiles and like so sweetly at you, and just says, "You will always be my favorite, you. I appreciate that. And I would say that I will let you know what it is I choose. But I would like to go get some sleep as well." She heads upstairs.
I ship it. I ship
Me
it so
too. Me
hard.
too.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so y'all are heading to
Watching Lady
sleep.
Isadora become sister-in-laws by the end. God damn.
I can't even think about that.
Y'all are going to sleep. We are going to take a 5. Hopefully it's only a 5. We're going to try to fix Nell's mic, whatever's going on with that. We're going to do our best. Nell's going to put up her green screen again. And we will be back. We'll shoot for 9:02. It may be closer to 9:05. We'll do our best. We will see you all shortly.
Hi.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here. We are back. Okay, Nell, once you're done chewing, talk, and let's see if the good people at home, if that fixed
I'm
anything.
testing my sound out
Well,
for Jeff.
Rachel
Booter,
said she heard it too, so let's
and
see
only
if...
Jeff Booter. Oh, and
We'll also
Rachel,
give
I
them a
love you,
second to,
Rachel,
like,
as well. I don't
get
want to
back
give
to
you
their
a
computers
migraine.
because we were gone
I don't
for a
want to
bit
give
longer than we
anyone
said
a
we were gonna be, so...
migraine.
Now, you should tell us
Yeah, they all
about
ran away
Lady
from us to
Isadora's
hide
wedding.
from us. Lady Isadora is the most cishet person. I'm not allowed to say we're
She
here,
is
we're
hella
queer during this
cishet.
campaign,
That
James,
she
tragically.
is.
We did it. We fixed it. Jeff
So
says it's
cishet.
gone.
Okay,
I
good.
love her so much. Yes! Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, James. Thank you, Leanna and
Woot
Kelsey,
woot.
for accompanying
here
me
and
during
we're
that
Expo Zoo.
We are
test
here
run.
and we're queer.
They're allowed to say it. Isadora cannot.
They can say it.
Okay, so you have all
Just work.
gone to bed. You wake up in the morning. Take a long rest.
Yay!
Nell, I am going. No, I'm gonna go back.
Rolling.
I reread the spirit of the rule of the thing that happened to you, and I'm gonna say your hit dice are D8s. Yes, I'm just gonna say you get 8. You get 1 hit dice on a long rest.
Oh, that's even better,
That's
guys.
how this is gonna work. So
I'm
you get
almost
1
at
hit
half my
die
hit
on a
points.
long rest, 1 full hit die, not as opposed to.
No, that is what you told me. That's why I was thrown off. That's why my math was wrong. Because you told me 1 hit dice, and so I did my math. I was like, ooh, 1 out of 4. But then later I was just taking half
Well-
health, so my theory was wrong.
Well, on a
Makes
long
perfect sense. Thank
rest,
you, Tyler.
you take 1 full hit die. I'm not gonna make you roll it. You just get 8. You still have
Yeah.
your 4 hit die. You
That's what you
regain
gave me
them
first.
every new day. Okay, but when you
Yes,
roll them,
yes.
you only get
Everything
half.
makes sense.
And
My sheet
it
looks
seems,
beautiful. Let's kill
It
something.
seems like when you get healed or heal, you're only regaining half. But we'll see what
Half,
happens
yes.
with that. Okay,
We're not
so
gonna need to encounter anything. We're gonna need to use help.
the Mardikovs have adorned you with cloaks and hats and things that you need to sort of move through the town. What other precautions are you taking before you head out into the city? And where are you going? Give me your sort of list of places that you want to hit.
I think we're starting with Lady Watcher.
Uh,
I think that's the big, like...
But a shield shop could be on the way.
I think what might be best is we get some supplies before we go visit Mysterious Lady Watcher.
You're right, but what if she gives us
Then
things for free?
we have double the stuff.
And then we can use our money on things she didn't
You're
give us.
Who's got the
very-
smallest shopping list? Because
You're
that
very
way we don't buy
confident
too
in
much.
this relationship with a person you met.
Yeah, let's go buy some shit, I guess. I just want to be on the streets as little as possible. But you're right. We should just go buy some shit. I would like a shield, a rapier, and
I'll
some
be
form of armor. I've got my 3
Constantly
things.
looking for Rictavio as we do our shopping episode.
Okay.
But I also have no money, to be clear. I have whatever Willa cares to loan me. I have $0.
I got you, Boo.
So Willa, you should be setting the shopping list order.
Yeah. Add. Hold on. Add add 30 gold pieces to your pocket.
God
Yeah.
bless you.
Of course.
Jesus
Who's that?
Christ.
Some prophet of the morning lord or something? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's Corellin. I haven't been converted.
Ah.
I'm a loyal hoe. I'm a monogamous religious cleric bitch. Let's move on, please.
Okay, so heading to... Are we shopping first, or are we going to Lady Watchers first?
I vote shopping first, but
Tyler, before we leave, I'm going to assume I just spent the night in the room with everyone else. I am going to slip a piece of parchment under Liev's door. And it's going to be a very pretty song about the morning.
Okay. So you do that.
And I'll leave it.
Willis slips that under her one night stand's door and heads downstairs. So the way that the town is laid out, just FYI, if I look at the map of the town, you are going to have to pass through the square in order to go sort of, so if you're imagining that Erwin sort of is directing you, and he says, you know, if we are here, we are on the edge of the square. Yes, if you go out our door, you make a left at the front of the inn, and you head down a quarter mile or so, you will see there is the square. Yes, that is where most of the shopping is. Everything except the bookshop is right in the town center.
there's a bookshop.
Yes, Jonvik and Sons. They are on the opposite end of the city, past the east gates that you came in. I believe you mentioned that when you said you came that way. They are on the main road, but a little ways off, about a half a mile from the east gates or so. So far on the other end of town. But if you are headed to see Lady Watcher, once you hit the square, if you then sort of turn left and take the road that leads north from the square, Watcher House is on that road, about a half a mile north. So if you go out of the inn, head east, you will come to the square, turn to the north, and go up the road a ways, and you will find Watcher House. It is tough to miss. It is a very large, imposing manor of sorts. Those of you who went to the Baron's home, certainly smaller, but no less ornate, let's say. So if you're planning, you're going to pass some shopping on your way to Lady Watchers. If you want to do that, if you want to skip that and just head right there and then turn back, you can do that as well. But that, just to give you a sense of what you're doing, where you're going.
I would like, as we walk, contrary to all my like precautions and paying intense attention, to try to get up close to oh, two questions, two things real fast. Is Irina coming with us for this
Yeah,
adventure?
I was gonna ask this.
Or is she staying at the inn?
You went to her this morning and sort of like tried to shake her awake, and she just looked at you and said, do you think I will be much help, or do you mind if I stay behind?
Please get some sleep, darling.
Okay, in my pack, there is a pouch. Take that with you. Take whatever it is you need. I will try to be as helpful as possible.
I love her.
Do you take it? Okay.
Yeah. Told us.
There's a shit
there
ton
money
of
in
money in
it?
it.
Yeah, I want to leave a bunch on the desk for her, but I'll take some of it. I don't want to leave in case we don't come back. I don't want to leave her without anything.
Why
but-
shouldn't we take all of
I'll
it?
take like half of it.
We'll give back
going
what
to
we
take
don't
about
use,
half
right?
of what's in there. Yes, we're going to, but in case we get murdered in the streets and don't come back, I don't want her to be fully broke.
It's fine. She's an NPC.
That's your future sister-in-law you're talking about, and I'm leaving her half of the money. Anyone else who wants to can try to scoop it off the table or whatever. I'm taking a big chunk out
I
and
wouldn't
leaving
leave it on
for
the
her.
table because you're going to be leaving about 500 gold on the table.
Jesus
So I would
Christ,
take-
Tyler!
Either take it all or take it with you or leave half or do whatever you want. But if you're going to leave half, I
Take
would
it
put it
all.
back in the pack, not just like
Just
leave it
take
out on the table.
It's fine.
Great, yeah, great. I'm gonna leave half for her
Okay, so there's
somewhere
100 platinum.
well hidden.
What you see is there's
I'll leave the
100
pouch.
platinum in the pouch. So you're going to take 50 platinum, yes?
No, we're not going to have 50 platinum.
Hang on a second now. Isn't
how
your
much does
family
platinum
like
convert
rich?
to in gold? No, that's the fucking problem. Yes, we're very rich. We're so rich. Don't even worry about it. No, we're fucking broke.
10 to
What
1.
is the platinum gold conversion?
So it's 1,000 gold total.
10 to 1. Great, let's take like 200 gold.
Okay.
300 gold? Let's take 500 gold. Let's take 500 gold. The breastplate I want's fucking expensive. Let's take 500 gold and leave 500. I feel terrible. I hate this. I hate taking money from her. She paid us what we were owed. This is awful.
So mark that down on your sheet.
Anyways, Willa, can I talk to you as we walk?
Okay.
I'm taking 500. I'm leaving 500.
I'll just tell her to stay safe, and we're not hard to miss. So if you ever need anything from us, or
I will find you if I need you. Yes, I promise.
Willa, while we walk, may I bend your ear?
Yeah. And I'm gonna lean over and bend my
Bend it
ear.
like Beckham.
Are we out on the streets now?
So
We've
you're
like
headed out
left
to
the
the
inn. We're
streets?
out on the streets, guys. We've made it.
I'm
Or are you
going
having this
to
conversation in the
make,
tavern?
I'm
wanna get
going
out
to
of here.
make Zoot. May I use my magic on you and make you disappear? I extend my hand to you and offer it to shake your hand, if you'll take it. And then you go invisible.
James!
Love that opacity slider.
That's so cool.
Loving that opacity slider. All right. You are outside of the inn, headed towards the square.
Cloak's going up.
Okay. So
Incognito.
as you approach the square, you notice similar scenes as before. There are a lot of people out. There are sounds of preparations, eager preparations for the upcoming festival. They're happening. They're sort of loud and obnoxiously, people yelling, families, children running around. There's a sense of definitely excitement around the upcoming festival. Also a little bit, you notice that if you look closely, some of the people are kind of annoyed or going through the motions. It's pretty evenly split. Half the people that you see are having a good time and getting really into the preparations. The others maybe just, this is the time that they do this. They know that this is a thing that the Baron does often. and they recognize that they just need to go through the motions. As you move through the square, you see again that stockade in the center with the sort of raised platform with the gallows. You notice... make a perception check for me. I'm just going to give you this one, but I'm going to see...
Do you want me to make a perception check to see for Rictavio?
If you're looking specifically for Rictavio, give me an investigation check.
Got a 19.
15 for perception. Oh,
24.
Oh, baby, thank you for the investigation, because that's a dirty 20.
Okay, Isadora, what did you get? 15. Okay.
15.
Winnie, you look very closely. You really don't see any sign of Rictavio in the square. Isadora and Zoot, you notice Zoot more than Isadora. If you look in the stocks around the gallows at the center of town, you recognize two of the individuals in the stocks.
Yeah. Hey, Hector, look.
Fuck, are those the guards we put to
They
sleep?
are the two guards that you put to sleep
Oh, I feel so
at
bad.
the gate.
That's okay. They were guarding us. Nice. Good going. I'm going to go for a fist bump for the invisible Zoot.
And I thought you just put him to sleep.
I did. But I guess that was bad
Oh.
for them. I feel bad, but also good about it because they were guarding us and we were probably going to die, but now they're in trouble. I feel very conflicted about everything. It's a bad place.
So as you make your way through the square, you see Erwin sort of told you what to look out for. You hear the sort of banging and hammering of a blacksmith. That was really good. That was really good timing. I did not intend to do that.
That was wonderful.
Thanks, Sirenscape. All of you out there. Sirenscape for all of your D&D soundscape needs. So you know that Thimdall's is close, if you wanted to stop there. And he did mention that where Thimdall's is, you will also be able to find the Dusklight Supply, the general store, as well as Third Eye Potions, if you wanted to stop in any of those places.
So you said the blacksmith was here, right?
Yes, Thimdall's is sort of right off the square. It's not exactly where you need to go to get to Watcher House. It's not sort of up the northern road. It's across the square from the inn. So
I'll probably go to the blacksmith's.
Okay.
They have the shields.
That's what I'm gonna get.
Okay. Make sure I get one for me.
No, why would I use a shield?
No, you don't have to use it. Just get it for me.
I would also like a shield and a rapier, please. Okay. You can go in. I want to talk to your sister.
Okay. 2 shields and a rapier. Got it.
Yes.
I'm going to come in with you because I forgot you can't carry it. So I'm going to be right behind you. I'm going to help you carry it.
I can drag it. It's fine.
Now I'm going to help you carry it.
Okay.
You're going to have 2 of them.
No,
Zoot help. He'll make you look so strong. You're going to look so strong with Zoot helping you.
Winnie, do you need money?
I'll give her 100 gold from what I took from Irina. Probably that'll be enough. I don't know what the going rate is for shit in D&D. I'm a fake gamer.
I will.
If it's not, come back and find me. If it's not, come back and find me.
All 4 of you make a. No. All 4 of you make a history check.
I don't know how
really
much anything
because
costs.
this is something that was mentioned to you like session 3 or 4.
Thank God. I thought he was going to make us do a stealth check.
Mm-mm.
Am I good at history?
17.
Yes, I'm good at history.
I'm a
14.
secret nerd.
10.
18.
Winnie and Isadora, you remember hearing from Eastmark and Irina a while back when you first found out about, when you first sort of found yourselves in Barovia. The economy here is weird. It is very closed. Shit is very expensive here. Because there's not a lot of stuff coming in.
I'm just gonna.
So prices are high.
Okay, real fast. Are our priorities shields? Zoot, do you have a weapon?
Yeah, I still have the sword we got off the guards.
He has a long sword.
Right, you've got a sword. Okay, so
dagger.
2 shields. I would love
Yeah, I wrote
armor.
down
A breastplate would be
I wrote down
ideal. I
some
can make do with a
breastplate
chain
for
shirt.
you.
Chain shirt would be backup because that's cheaper. Rapier, what else are on our like must-have list? Because I know 3 of those
Well, I
4
think we
things are
should
for
grab
me.
some
I feel
health
very
potions.
needy.
I was gonna buy Tinker's
Health potions would be great.
Smith's tools.
Tinker's tools are very important.
So someone
those
lost
above
my
my armor.
halberd.
Armor or shield.
I don't remember who lost my halberd, but somebody took it from me and ran off, and I haven't seen it since.
Shoot.
It was kind of a joint effort.
You should
to
try
lose
and
your
keep a
halberd,
closer eye
darling.
on those things. You know, they tend to run off.
You're not looking at me right now. You're looking at a tree.
I'm talking in the completely wrong direction.
That's all I need. If you find a really cheap necklace that looks like a moon, I wouldn't hate it. Just, it'll make me feel a little more like myself, but I don't need it. So really, that's the very
Okay.
bottom of the list.
All right, I'm gonna go into the blacksmith store.
If we have any money left over, I would love to go to a dress
How
shop,
much
but
money
I
have you given me,
understand what
Lady
a...
Isadora?
I'm
All
giving you all
500,
500
okay.
gold. I took.
Are you giving me any money?
Yeah, I'm not holding on to anything. I'm letting you buy everything.
I don't have any money.
What?
Okay.
The only people that had money were Willa and Isadora.
And Winnie. I gave Winnie her share of
Yeah, I had
the money.
I had
You
my.
had money originally. It just got stolen at the same time as mine did.
Some of us went to jail and lost all our money. Ooh.
We each had 60
Can't
gold
relate.
pieces, right?
Well, the 2 of them lost their 50 gold.
I
You
started
got
with
your-
20 gold. I lost
Yes.
70
Well, now
gold.
you have
from the
500.
hag.
It's great. Works
Yeah.
out.
Well, now the child has 500.
Willa, are you
I've given
giving
it all to
any
her.
money towards this, or you're gonna wait for the potions, right?
Yeah, I'll wait for the potions.
Okay. All right, I'll go into the smith store,
Be safe.
and
Go
I'll
with
be
the
like,
flute.
kind of like patting around, kind of like trying to find
Winnie?
where.
Winnie, you're being obvious. He'll follow you. He can see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're headed in?
Yeah.
Winnie and Zoo.
I'm heading into the blacksmith store.
Sneaking right behind. Do my footsteps, are they heavy? I don't know what the floor is. Is this like a cement floor or a wood floor?
It's dirt floor.
Dirt floor,
yeah.
okay. All right, I'll tiptoe. I'll try not to leave any big footprints.
Oh, sorry, Isadora and Willa, just so you don't feel left out. So
Did you turn them off?
Well, if
Are you
their
turning us
token-
off now, Tyler?
If their tokens aren't in the scene,
Oh, that makes sense.
they won't be able to see the Foundry page.
No, but they like turned off their cameras.
They did turn off their cameras. They did that. I didn't do that.
I think that was them. Yeah.
That was a
All right, I'm
theatrical
invisible.
choice.
Shh.
So the 2 of you walk into the armory and you see a younger, shorter woman. You can't really discern if she's dwarven or half dwarven or really what she is, but she's short and she is sort of hunched over the kiln and just slamming a hammer down on a piece of metal on the anvil, with her back to you as you enter.
Before I say anything, can I observe her technique and see if I recognize anything about the way she's crafting her whatever she's crafting at the moment?
Yeah, give me a history check.
That, my dear, is a crit. Plus 7 is a 27.
All right. You can tell that based on your knowledge of things that you learned when you were at Zerneros, your knowledge of sort of craftsmanship, everything that Emmerich taught you when you were in his classes about crafting and forging in kilns. This woman, for as young as she looks, is incredibly skilled in specifically dwarven made armor. You can tell by the armor that's sort of littered around the room that this is a woman who must have either grown up around dwarves or been trained by a dwarf.
Cool. Hello there.
And she sort of puts down the hammer. Boy, what can I do for you?
I was hoping to acquire a few items, but I have to admit, I can't help but stare in awe of some of the pieces you've made. It's just remarkable.
Oh, thank you very much. What?
You must be, my apologies, you must be Thindul, right?
Oh, no. Thimdul, it was my teacher. I'm Piersma. Thimdul died years ago, but I've been keeping up the shop in his stead after his passing, and well, been here most of my life. So, Piersma Rowley, at your service. What are you looking for?
Tyler, is there a shield on a wall or kneeling, like anywhere I can see visibly?
There are shields. 1 second.
There
are multiple types of shields. So there are a few sort of littered around. If the two of you, because Zoot, you're able to observe, and Kelsey, you're actually going to be buying. If you go to Discord, there is a menu of what Piersma has for sale in the Strahd channel.
We did it! We're finally shopping!
It's the shopping episode!
It's been years! Oh shit, you're right, there are shields. Ooh, oh boy, this is like 3rd edition. Tower shields, bucklers. I'm gonna knock over a buckler so to catch the attention of Winter.
And you just hear Piersma say, "What the fuck?" And she's just like, "Excuse me, little one," and she just like wanders back behind you and picks it up off the floor. And
it was a bit chilly this morning.
know, there's something weird's been going on. But anyway, what am I looking?
Blustering wind, can be quite a burden when it
Oh, that
knocks things over.
That it certainly can be. What can I get you? What are you looking for? What do you need? What? You're a little small to be a guard for the city.
I can't hear you.
Did I mute myself?
I can hear you.
Did you mute me?
Muted you?
Did you
I
mute
can
me
hear
in
him. He must
video?
be muted for you, Kels.
Kelsey? Hello?
James,
Yeah,
can you
Kelsey,
hear
I think you need to refresh. I can hear him. Everybody else can hear him. I think you just need to refresh your page and
Maybe
you might be able to
Discord
get him to come
ruined
back.
you.
I know.
can't hear anything. Let me check my
Oh, she can't hear me either. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while she's fixing her devices, I'm going to knock the tower shield over again.
You just see this little half-dwarven, small woman with a very nondescript accent, because Tyler's fucking it up all over the place, like bustle over and try to like pick these shields up, and she's just like very flustered. And she's mentioning that this is how are we doing, Kels? Better?
I hear you now, yeah. I just came back in.
Oh, good. So James knocked over a tower shield this time. Piersma sort of exclaimed again and ran over to fix it, sort of lifting it up and fussing about and says, Sorry about this. I don't really know what's going on, but anyway, what are you looking for? Like I said, you're a little short for a guard. So what are you in need of? I don't really serve
Believe it or not,
most other than guards.
I actually really enjoy crafting as well. I was looking for a few pieces to maybe enhance back in my little workspace. A couple shields, maybe some breastplate if you had it. A rapier, maybe. I like to.
I knock over the tower shield a third time.
Man.
All right, I'm just gonna
Are you
stand...
Are you an enchanter?
I'm not, but this is not something I'm used to seeing. So I'm just gonna stand here and put my hand on this fucking shield until we're done, because obviously whatever support I have making it stand up isn't doing the job. So I'm just gonna stand over here.
Is it level? Sometimes if it's not...
My dear, all of my shields are perfectly balanced and perfectly level. It may just be... Well, I don't quite know what it is. This doesn't typically happen, and frankly, this hasn't happened until you came into my shop, so I'm just gonna stand here and hold my hand on the shield, and we'll continue the conversation.
Absolutely. I'm forgive me if I haven't had much exposure to such high-level dwarven craftsmanship, and I'm very just taken aback by it.
Aye, well, all right, what is it you're looking to buy? I've got certain things, and she sort of pulls out this scroll and sort of puts it in front of you, and says, "This is what I've got in stock. Other things I can make for you if you see something or you don't see something on the list that you're interested in, but it'll just take me some time."
Sorry, Tyler, I'm looking.
Oh, good.
Do you have any armor?
Hey, we got, what type are you specifically looking for?
Maybe a breastplate?
All right, breastplate. I'll run you 200 gold.
Okay. What about okay, so rapier, 20 gold. And I don't know if I want to buy that tower shield. You were saying it's acting kind of weird, right?
Well, it's a perfectly fine piece. I made it myself. But yeah, for whatever reason, it's just standing. It just keeps falling over. But if you like it, it's a bit heavy for you. Are you sure you're going to be able to take care of all this? Do you want me to get you?
How much is it? Is the tower shield?
Tower shield's 30 gold.
Rapier, tower shield. And do you mind if I look at? I actually needed 2 shields.
These are both for yourself. The tower shield's taller than you are.
It's not for myself. I get commissioned every now and again to acquire certain effects and imbue magical properties into them.
Make a deception check.
I'm not deceiving them, though.
Then make a persuasion check.
I thought that's something I could do.
Whatever you want it to be.
It doesn't matter. Ooh. It's an 11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
She just sort of eyes you, and I haven't seen you much around here. You say that you're asked by folks to enchant certain things? That doesn't sound like something that goes on much here. Where'd you say you were from?
Well, I'm from the village of Barovia.
Oh, so you're down from the other side of the valley. I see.
Yeah.
All right,
And
yeah.
someone recommended this shop to me.
Oh, who'd you say
and-
recommended it? I'd love to know what one of my customers came and was telling you about it.
It was in a tavern, actually. I was sitting, and I was talking with the tavern keep about needing to find a place to buy some good pieces. And the fellow next to me, I believe, mentioned a place here in Vallaki.
Oh, do you remember what he looked like?
Yeah, he was kind of tall, darkish sort of hair. They were someone possibly of nobility. They dressed pretty well. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, well, I see lots of folks come through, but I was just wondering if it was anyone sort of unique or in particular that I might be able to see that was one of my older customers. But good to know that the word of Thimdall's Armaments is making its way across the mountain range and into the other valleys. That's wonderful. All right, so what else do you need?
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking for the shields. For some reason, I don't necessarily see them on.
So the first page, you've got shields.
Oh, I see
at
them.
the bottom.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'll take maybe the small steel shield.
All right. Small steel, that'll run you 9 gold.
Chain mail varies.
What type of mail you looking for? You looking
do you
for a
have
chain
iron
shirt,
mail?
or you looking for a full suit of chain? Because a full suit of chain, I don't have one at the moment. I'd have to rustle up the materials to make it. Probably take me about a week or so, 2 weeks to get the materials into town, and then another month and a half
Do you
before I
have
was
just
able
a
to.
regular shirt?
Oh, we got the shirts
of
and
chain mail?
oh yeah, I got 2 shirts in stock if you need them. But
How much do they run?
single chain shirt will run you 100 gold.
Okay, I will take one of those as well.
All right. Chain shirt for 100 gold. And she just like is
I
sort of like
believe we're
as
at-
you're yelling things out, she's like rustling around and grabbing them from different spots of the shop, and you're seeing her like open up crates and things that clearly haven't been opened in a long time. She's pulling out this chain shirt. Most of the armor that you see that's around, you recognize it's the armor of the guards. It's what all the guards in town are wearing. That's really clearly her main clientele.
Yeah.
Are you only in need of armor, you say, or did you need? I heard you mention a rapier. Did you need any other sorts of tools,
Yeah,
weapons?
I was hoping to, acquire maybe a rapier, and I see you have a halberd for 10 gold pieces.
I thought we do. One of
might take
your
that.
customers is interested in a halberd. You say, what are they looking to enchant the halberd with? If you don't mind me asking.
I try to ask as little questions as possible. I believe this one in specific, they wanted to add a bit of a sting to its blade.
Oh, right. That makes sense. That definitely makes some sense. But I get not wanting to ask your customers, especially those that are paying you a good amount of coin, asking them many questions about things that may or may not be quite above board. I see. Yes. What else can I do for you?
Do you have smith tools?
Smith's tools. I'm not really a crafter or a proprietor of tool sets like that. You may want to try Dusklight, see if they have anything down the road.
Sure. You said dusk lights. Alrighty. And I will take 3 short spears.
3 short spears, that's 2 gold apiece, so that's 6 gold total for the spears.
So if I am doing my math correct, we are at 175 gold pieces.
175 gold for what, my love?
Halberd, rapier, tower shield, small steel shield, single chainmail shirt, and 3 short spears.
Oh, you're not taking the breastplate, are you?
Not unless you can give me a better deal on it.
Hey, please get the breastplate. It's worth 100 more gold. Please,
I don't know how much that
please.
is. Oh,
The voice comes to you from the ether. Wait, do you have... Willa has message. You're outside. Well, I guess you don't really know what's going on inside the shop, so never mind. You don't know. Oh, you got the chain shirt for 100, or I can give you the breastplate for 200. Or you could take both for 3.
would you consider giving me a slight discount if I buy some other stuff with the breastplate?
Make a persuasion check.
Where did we wind up getting the tower shield or not? I don't know.
James is having
buying...
a Travis Willingham moment of like, this fucking shopping episode will never end. Kill me, please.
17 on persuasion.
We're dying. We're
A
dying
17?
over here.
Yes.
Oh, not one. All right. Well, how about this? If you get the breastplate and the chain shirt, I'll give them both to you for 250. How's that sound? That's 50 off the top, right there.
I just don't know if any. I only have one customer for the piece of armor. So I don't know necessarily what I would need to do with the other one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Get it and resell it. Get it and resell it.
Well, and that's the case. If you're not looking to get both of them, let's see. If you come through and you buy the 2 shields, the 3 spears, the rapier,
is one of those shields a tower?
Yes.
Tyler, because I seriously could not keep up.
Yes, there is a tower shield for 30, a small shield for 9.
I've been keeping track.
God.
3 spears for 2 each.
You know what, James? I'm trying my best.
You're the first customer I've had other than the guards in months. So here's what I'll do. I'll say if you're gonna buy all this from me, I'll give you that breastplate for 170. How's that sound?
That sounds lovely. That sounds real nice. So we have breastplate, a rapier for 20,
Rapiers,
2 shields.
Yep, 20, tower shield 30.
Which add to 39, and then we have 3 spears, which gets to 6 gold pieces. So
Tyler, I have another question about the shop.
Yes.
Are the spikes that get attached to the shield, are they sitting in a cup or a container of some sort?
The spikes that get attached to the shield, you don't see them anywhere.
How do I know that they sell them?
Well, she handed out this list. She has this scroll that she laid out for you.
Damn it. I'm looking around the shop to see if I can find these damn spikes.
Make an investigation check because you're looking for them.
I would like to ask also if you have any spare metal of any kind to potentially craft a necklace out of.
That is a 15 plus 0 is 15.
I'd say with a 15, you are able to spot a bucket that she has on the floor next to the kiln that has the makings of what will eventually become spikes for armor or shields. But they obviously need to be...
like a cat. I knock it over. Clatter, clatter, clatter.
Winnie, make a deception check. Zoot, make a stealth check. Because this is now multiple times.
I really hate you, Jay.
Does anybody want to give me their Group assistance.
I'm giving Win my group assistance.
Great.
I am not losing this fucking breastplate.
Great.
Fucking whoever wants to take my
I'm gonna
fucking group assistance.
Roll twice, take the higher. 320. So the first stealth check is a 12 or an 18.
Okay. Winnie, what'd you get?
I got a 14 on deception.
The second that bucket hits the ground, she, like, her eyes snap to the bucket, and then she snaps back at you, and she says, Are you doing any sort of magic right now? Because ever since you walked in my door, things have been happening that never typically happen. So if you're doing anything funny, I'd ask you to please stop it, or you can go shop somewhere else.
No, I apologize. Have you? Is that bucket made out of what metals is that bucket made out of? There's this thing called magnetism, and I have a magnet on me, not for any nefarious purposes, but you can read about it in science textbooks where there's this effect when electron spins line up and it causes this attraction known as magnetism, and when two opposite you have two opposite ends of polar situations, they attract and repel, and they can cause it's almost like invisible forces come in to play, and I think maybe what's happening is the magnet is not agreeing well with the metals, because metals are highly magnetizable. I apologize for the disruption. I promise I'll try to get out of here as soon as I can. I did not mean to disturb your shop.
All right. Well, let's settle up, and you take this stuff, and you go your separate way, and I'll clean my shop
of course.
up for you.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I will. What was in that bucket, if I may ask?
It's some metal angles that I will eventually, I form them into spikes and put them on some shields for a little extra oomph for the people who want them, but that's all.
If I was interested in acquiring some, would that be agreeable?
Just the spikes themselves, or do you want me to attach them to something?
Yeah. Attach them to the shields.
All right. Well, it's gonna take me some time. It'll probably take me a couple days to get that done. I've got some orders from the city guard that I've got to complete first. But if you came back in a day or two, probably 2 days. So, then it's the 2 days. This is the day of the festival, so 3 days. And I'll be able to have that for you.
Can I say that Zoot accidentally groans? I think I probably would groan out loud.
Lucky for you, she rolled.
I killed you.
Lucky for you, she rolled a nat 2 on her perception check. So she, over the roar of the kiln, and Winnie sort of making this audible choking noise, she is unable to discern.
I'll lean in close behind Winnie to get ready to grab the shields and help carry them. But when I get in close, I'll also whisper,
No, you can forget the spikes. We don't have time.
I will, it's all right. I'll get out of your shop as fast as I can. The last thing I was hoping to maybe acquire is a bit of scrap metal, if you had it. I was hoping to forge some sort of necklace.
I mean, I've got some steel, if that's what you're interested in. If I could lend you, let's say, a 1 gold piece for a little bar of scrap steel, if you're interested.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, 246 gold pieces will be your total, and we'll get you on your way to hit the next 17 shops that you're going to have to stop into.
How much did you say?
246 gold.
I got 236. Am I missing something? The halberd. I apologize.
is 10.
Yeah. Not that I don't trust you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Thank you so very much for your time. I apologize for the disturbance. And I'll be sure to recommend your shop to all my patrons. I will just take my purchase and leave. Thank you. And I carry it on one arm with like just perfectly balancing it
Uh-huh.
as I walk out.
Uh-huh. Okay,
You have a great day.
make one last deception check for me, because that is some fuckiness.
I didn't bring any magic into your shop, ma'am. But also, I'm going to carry this 300 pounds in one arm.
Yeah.
Winnie, you can have my roll for our thing.
Thank you. Uh-oh. It fell. I'll get it. James, you're so lucky. You live on the other side of the country and I like hit you in the head. Freaking all your banging stuff around. That's a 14.
Okay. Hi! She sort of calls after you. You turn around?
Yeah? No.
Keep going.
I'd keep that magic to yourself if I were you. Guards don't take
I'd
lightly
shut the door.
to magic users in this town. And she sort of, as you slam the door shut behind you.
But I guess
All
to
right.
her, it magically slams.
I assume I know where Zoot is, considering he's holding most of the
Yeah,
weight.
I'm right next to you. We're like connected right now.
He's holding it, and your sister and Isadora are right outside the door.
You.
Can we rewind to the brief 30-second conversation I wanted to have with that Winter and
Yes.
Zoot there, so that I almost missed my breastplate? Thank you, Kelsey. I love you so much. Thank you for getting me that breastplate. You've made my night.
No thanks
I'm
to
almost
Jack.
a functional level 4 again.
Yes. Conversation.
Hello, Willa. I have a very indelicate question for you. I have read so many books. So many. I've read so many books and I love these books. But, you know so many more things than I do about so many things. And, I have really never been allowed, in my life to be unsupervised, with a person who is not of my family and also a man. So my question to you that I can't believe I'm asking, but you last night reminded me that you have this knowledge that I do not have and I would like to have at some point in my life. How do you kiss someone? How does that work? How does that happen? What do you do? What are the mechanics? What are the physics? What are the emotions? Give me a lesson, please.
I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna kiss her.
I take it back. Isadora's not this head anymore. That's it. She's broken. That's it. She's officially by. That's great. She has nothing else to say. She stands in full silence.
That's it?
Not a word.
Yeah.
Completely wiped from her brain.
I'm just gonna
Nothing
like,
else.
you just do it. If you feel something, you just reach for someone and you claim their lips.
Okay.
She squeaks.
Thank you. Thanks. I will reflect on this and take it to heart. Thank you. If I have other questions, can I ask you them again later?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. As this sort of comes to a close, Zoot and Winnie pop back out of the store. Well, Winnie does, and you assume Zoot does because Winnie is carrying with her, in one arm, a halberd, 3 spears, a rapier, a breastplate, a tower shield, and a small steel shield. Where you headed
okay,
next,
Hector?
folks?
You look like Hector. You look like you just kissed a ghost.
You're very red. Are you alright? You're very
Great. Yeah, it's very hot out here.
really. It's
It's
rather
a warm
chilly.
day. Wouldn't you agree? It's very warm. It's very warm out here. Let's keep walking. Let's keep walking, folks. Let's go to that next store everyone wanted to go to, whatever that store was.
Tyler,
Tyler,
if
how long has it been?
I would say that whole interaction with Piersma probably took around a half an hour to 45 minutes.
All right. I am going to have invisibility. Like, can I like top it off?
You can, if you know you're getting close to the hour, you can cast it again and it'll just sort of reset for another hour.
Right.
great. And if the
So-
invisibility is cast while I've got the tower shield back and
It will
on my
go
back, it will
Correct.
go invisible with me.
Correct.
Perfect.
I'll
So
whisper to
I'm gonna follow the shield,
Willa.
and I'll reach out. Yeah.
Did you do something to Lady Isadora?
I don't kiss and tell. And I tap Zoot, and he'll disappear.
You totally kissed her. That's how all the men and women are when you leave the tavern from the Bards and the Bees.
Can the 4 of you make a perception check for me?
Yikes. That's a 12.
15.
Hold on. I'm here.
21.
13.
Willa, you are aware, you are keenly aware that you are now a group of 3. One of you is invisible, but you're a group of 3 individuals. You are the only people in the streets around you other than the guards that have any sort of weaponry. So just know that.
I think that we should head to Lady Watchers and keep a low profile. Try and conceal all of your weapons. Try and stay quiet. Stick together.
Do you want to put some of this stuff on? I mean, I got this really beautiful breastplate.
It's so beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, Winter. I owe you so big, so much. I owe you my life. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, maybe we
Put it on over under the cloak,
yeah.
under Zoot's big shirt.
Well, Zoot, I already made him invisible again, so it won't turn invisible. Only his objects will turn invisible.
So he just needs to hold everything.
I already made him invisible,
Okay.
so
Well,
yeah.
I have a bag of holding. I can put it in there.
Where did you get a bag of holding?
I asked
She made it.
Erwin for a pouch, and I made it
Oh.
while you were busy with your elf lady friend.
Hey.
Oh. Nice. Cool. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe let's move though. And
Did you want to stop anywhere else? You've got around you, you've got Dusklight Supply, and directly next to Dusklight is Third Eye Potions, if you're interested.
I really want to go to the toy maker store at some point.
I think that maybe we should go to Lady Watcher and then maybe come back for things. I feel like the main priority here was mostly getting people armed. And I don't feel comfortable being out here too long.
Do you want to? But I thought you wanted to get potions.
I'll figure it out another time. I prefer to go to Lady Watcher, and then we can go back out if need be. I really don't feel comfortable being out here with all of these items.
Well, I can just easily put them in my bag.
I don't feel comfortable being out on the street longer. It's up to you if you want to do it. You can, but I'm gonna head to Lady Watcher because I feel like I just don't want to be out here longer than we need to be, and that took a little while.
Okay.
We can go back out. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that we're safe.
I'll put the stuff, anything people don't want to carry on their person. So I'm guessing I give Lady Isadora, you get a rapier, and you get a small steel shield, and you get a breastplate. You also get one short spear, and I tell you specifically when I hand you that one, just save it for later.
Thank you. Thank you. That was one short spear
Yeah,
as
one
well?
short
Wild.
spear.
I've never used a short spear.
Um,
Oh my god. Great day.
I hand Willa a short spear unless you want me to hold it, and I'll put Zoot stuff in the bag of holding since he's already invisible.
Yeah, I can kind of just slip it into my cloak.
Yeah, I'll explain that one later.
Yeah, that's fine. I trust you. Are you guys ready to head out?
Tyler, can you remind me what was at Desk Lights?
Erwin described it as more of a general store.
Was that the secondhand store he was talking about?
He said there might be a couple things. The Beast Rose, which is the clothing shop, has more secondhand things, just because it's more of a consignment clothing shop along with a tailor.
Oh, wait, he said I might find Smith's tools at Desk Lights, right? She said...
Yes.
I really need those Smith's tools.
Is it on the way?
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then we'll head there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone put a smile on your face. Let's blend in if we're seen. And stick to crowds. Let's try and stay quiet. Zoot, if you can hear me, just
stop
blend
knocking
in with
things over, Zoot. My gosh, you almost ruined the sale.
Oh, don't knock things over. Maybe next time I'll go in. Maybe he was trying to communicate with you or something. I don't know.
He was knocking her stuff over repeatedly.
All right, we'll figure it out. Let's go. So, Tyler, can I roll, I guess, to like stealth blend into the crowd?
All four of you, give me a stealth check. Zoot, you have advantage because you're invisible, obviously.
I love advantage.
Oof. 6. 6.
6.
I did not think to guidance myself.
22.
Zooty Zoot.
And sorry, I got
good.
a 3 on the first one, or an unnatural 20 on the second one.
Good thing you're invisible. Okay. You head to Dusklight. 5. Kelsey? Okay.
I rolled a 5 on stealth.
Okay. You don't
We're not
notice
doing great.
anything odd. None of you. You head into Dusklight and you see behind the desk is a the shop is stocked for it being a town where there's not much in the way of goods and it's difficult to procure things. This shop is fairly well supplied. There's a sort of slight middle-aged human woman standing behind the counter, kind of looking absent-mindedly around the shop. No other patrons inside when you enter, and she just sort of looks at you when you come in. Can I help you?
I just need. Do you carry Smith's tools?
Tyler, I'm not going in, by the way. I'm staying outside.
Who? You're going
I'll
in?
go in this
Okay.
time. I'm going in. I'm still like scarlet. I cannot be alone
Okay,
with
Zoot,
Will
are you
yet.
going inside or are you staying outside?
Yeah, I'll be there too.
Okay.
Clearly, Winter can't be trusted to go shopping alone.
Can I add disadvantage?
No! No! You may have full health, but I am at 10 hit points.
Not
with
you.
18
the
hit
person.
points. Without the, I'm
Hey,
going
Tyler,
with
if I
you.
may, while I'm outside, you know, like I'm kind of a criminal.
You are kind of a criminal.
I'm really good. Yeah, I'm really good at being, you know, super stealthy. Is there like an alley nearby where I can kind of lurk?
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
Okay. 17.
Okay. You are able to sort of slink next to the shop into this sort of little alcove, and you feel like you're pretty well hidden. Those of you in the shop, there's a Dusklight Supply shopping list in the Discord.
I would like to knock a flask off a shelf.
I'm going to catch it before it hits the ground and set it back on the shelf. I would like to try.
Yeah,
I would like to roll.
give me a dexterity check.
Whatever you would like me to roll.
To see if you can grab it.
Good at dex then? That's a 13.
It's a flask.
No, that's a 14.
It's not super heavy.
No, that's a 13.
You're able to sort of play it off and make it look like you were looking at it on the shelf and you just like bumped it. The woman behind the counter is just sort of absentmindedly behind us. Feel free to look around. Let me know if you need anything. Otherwise,
Smith's tools.
Smithy's tools. Well, my dear, I don't really have a set of those on me. I could give you some pieces. I've got a hammer. I've got a flint, some steel. You could kind of cobble together a kit. But I don't have anything ready made for you.
That's perfectly fine. I'll just excuse me. Walk around and see what I can buy.
Okay.
Did you put the flask back on the shelf?
Lady Isadora, you did?
Yes.
I knock it off
I
again.
did, as soon as I caught it. I would like
Dexterity.
to fucking try to catch it again.
I mean, if you're standing there.
Yup. That was less good. That was a 7. That was
Flask
a 6.
hits the ground.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what a flask costs, but I'm sure we can pay for that.
I mean, it's leather. It wouldn't have broken. It's just on the ground. It's a flask.
Oh! But
No.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a glass flask.
I'm assuming you mean like a water skin, James, like or a metal
sorry.
flask, like a.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's probably
But
metal
people
because
say
water
flask,
skin's
like,
listed
for health
separately.
potions.
Okay, so yeah,
So
I would
it's
say
probably a metal flask.
Yeah.
Are flasks with potions
For
not made out of
potions, they are.
glass?
This is not a potion shop. This is not an apothecary. So when
Is
a
it-
flask in a general store, I'm
Oh,
thinking more of like carrying water around.
Great. Then I stop trying to catch it and I just pick it up every time he knocks it off. I just pick it up and put it back on the shelf. I misunderstood it. I thought he was breaking shit.
Not yet. He hasn't
I
found
just clean
anything
up
that
after him,
he
then.
wants that's glass yet. But
Did you put it back on the shelf?
Yes! We're trying to shop in this fucking
Now you
I'm
know
going
what
to
I'm
whisper.
about.
Take the damn glass to the register.
stealth check, Zoot. Y'all are never gonna
You
get out
know?
of these stores.
If you'd have just taken
It's all right, Lady
the
Watcher.
signal.
We'll help with the revolution in like 6 months. No big deal. Christmas.
That's a 4 total.
Just get the damn flask to the register, damn it.
I'm sorry. What are you doing in my store? Can I help you? Do you need anything?
Yes,
Yes, I'm sorry. We want to buy this flask. I'm going to pick it up. I'm sorry. I've knocked it a few times.
All
You're
right, that's
happy to pay full price
4
for
copper.
it.
What else do
There
you
you
need anything
go.
else or just the flask?
yes, I have a list.
Oh my god.
And we can be on our way.
Oh my god.
Just give me 1 minute to finish going through this.
This is too stressful. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go back and stand next to Willa and try to avoid looking
Wow,
her in the eye.
James, you're more stressful than...
Has the flask been purchased?
Goodbye.
It has.
Great. I would like the flask, and I'm good here.
Okay. I will buy 2 candles, 3 chalk, a hammer, flint and steel, crowbar, ink pen, flask, which we already purchased.
Are you keeping track of what you're saying? Because you need to give me a second. Okay, 2 candles.
I'm your note taker.
I know, 2 candles.
2 candles, 3 pieces of chalk, the hammer and the fine flint and steel, the crowbar, ink pen. We already purchased the flask, the mirror, and
I would like to come back in and buy a
Okay.
backpack. Since all of my shit got
backpack.
stolen, probably we should have a tent. Unless you have a tent.
And I'll do four bedrolls.
Fucking bedrolls again.
We're gonna try this again.
We need some rope. Do you have rope?
They
Let's
have
get some
chain,
rope.
actually.
How much rope are we getting?
Let me see how much.
Just
where's
like
rope?
50 feet of hemp,
alphabetical.
probably, in case we need to climb.
Oh, I see. Okay. We'll
It's only
do
10 silver for 50 feet of hemp rope.
Yeah, so I guess we'll do the hemp rope.
50 feet?
Uh,
I'll throw a bunch
We'll
of
do-
sheets of paper
we'll
on that.
do
I need to.
two for hemp rope, so 100 feet of hemp rope. So that'll be 2 hemp rope
Mm-hmm.
at 20 silver pieces. 4 bedrolls is. I can do the math, so we don't have to worry about time. You can move on.
Isadora, I'm going to say you get
That's all I
20
need
sheets of
was a
paper.
backpack.
Okay.
Whatever, yeah, that works perfect.
Um,
And an ink pen. I guess
She
I
bought
have
you
an
an
ink
ink pen,
pen
too.
since I've been.
yeah, I bought you an ink pen.
Oh, I love you. You're my hero. Goodbye. I'll walk back out again. I just needed the backpack.
Yeah, that's. I don't think you need that. I forget what this is. Can you remind me what a caltropes are?
Caltrops, I believe, are the like little spiky things that you can throw behind you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hey, Rocket Mortgage. Wrong computer.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be taking up all the time. I'm trying to go
You're
fast.
good.
Kelsey, you're perfect. You're perfect. We're making fun of you in the choosing items. You're perfect.
Yeah, like
You're
sharp
so
little
great.
spiky things that you throw to like make a road rough terrain or.
Oh,
That's what I thought they were.
I'll buy 3 of them.
3 sets of caltrops.
Yeah. And I'll take the fishing net too, with the fishing hook.
Fishing net. Fishing hook. Okay, is that everything?
Yes, and the grappling hook.
Grappling hook.
You literally put the tinkerer in a general store.
Alright, so you bring all of this shit up to the counter. And the woman behind it goes,
Do you offer discount for bulk purchases? And I give her a nice smile.
roll a persuasion check.
That was a nat 20.
Never change, Kelsey. We have gained 2 viewers since you started shopping, so the haters can suck it. Love you, Twitch viewers.
Thank you.
Nat 20, she just sort of looks at you and groans and says, 40 gold for everything, yeah? I added up like a third of it and it was already at 34 gold.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
40 gold, yeah?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for your patronage. You have a good day.
Lovely to see you. Thanks for stopping in. All right, you got notes on what you bought?
Yes, I don't have all the prices down though, but we said 40 gold, so.
All right.
Can we say for all intents and purposes I have smith's tools now, or am I
Yes,
still
you
limited?
have crafted, cobbled together a set of smith's tools. Absolutely.
See, the people want the shopping episode.
Give the people what they want. All right. Back out on the street. Y'all are back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Zoot and Isadora. Welcome back. Come back.
Did we want to do potions, or are we going to Lady Watcher? Oh, fuck my fucking video. Ignore
Isadora
me,
is now
please.
invisible. Potions
Fuck
are sort of catacorner to Dusklight. Or you can head to Watcher House.
Can I just pop into the potions place real fast?
Sure. Just you? Who else is going in?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I'm just gonna run in and grab some potions. That should be quick.
Okay. You head in.
Yep. Oh gosh, you have a shopping list somewhere?
What are you?
I just wanted help.
I was gonna say, what are you specifically looking for? Okay, just the health potions.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk in and you see a very sort of darker skinned woman. There's like a yellowish tint to it, but it is like darker, more olivey. And she's elven. But her skin color doesn't really match. It's a bit darker than you're used to seeing with elves. Roll a history check for me.
$14.
You remember something in Madame Ava's reading to you that mentioned darker elves. That's all you remember.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So she sort of looks around and says, "Can I help you? What are you looking for?"
Health potions, please.
Let me see what I got. And she sort of goes back and
What's it look like in there?
the image that you're seeing is pretty accurate. It's pretty stuffed full of things. There's a it's less of a shop and more of a just a kind of living room / workspace with a lot of like different flasks bubbling and pipes running from one side of the room to the other, transporting different liquids and things. It's there's a constant movement to it. There's things bubbling. You're hearing sort of hissing coming from different sides of the shop while you're in there. She comes back up from behind the counter wherever she went. You imagine she went sort of down into a storage room of some kind. And she comes back and she says, well, I've got just 2 healing potions that I could offer you now. If you give me some time, I could make more, I suppose. Not really in high demand here in Vallaki, so don't really keep them on hand. I've got some other stuff if you're interested, or if you just want these 2, I can, I'll give them each to you for 50 gold apiece.
I can't do 50 gold a piece, but let's see. Could I offer you something that's not gold? And I reach into my bag and pull out this silver candelabra.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, okay. Ooh, that's a 22.
She looks it over. Says, "Hey, where'd you get that?"
A friend.
So, I'm imagining you stole it, yeah?
Doesn't matter.
Well, see, what you're offering me is stolen goods that are now going to be sitting in my shop that I'm now responsible for. So, yeah, I'd say it fucking matters.
Feisty. All right, I'll just take 1 potion then, if you don't want to take it.
All right. She just slaps one on the counter. 50 gold.
There you go. Have a lovely day. Oh, also, I'm looking for a group of elves. I was told by a seer to find them because they could answer some of my questions. Dark elves, do you know anything about them?
You see the expression on her face changes from one of sort of obstinance. It kind of melts away a little bit, and you see sort of a little tremor. What are you looking for the Dusk Elves for? Don't be calling us Dark Elves. Between you and me,
Sorry.
we don't tend to take kindly to that.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind. To be honest with you, I'm looking for my father, and I have reason to believe that these people can help me find him.
Well, I'll tell you, there aren't many of us left. Those of us that are tend to try and stay out of trouble and go about our business.
I get that. I'm really sorry that I put you in a compromising position by offering you the candelabra, but just to be clear, I helped out a family and I took it as payment.
There's a brother and a sister who took up with my parents outside of Vallaki at the Vistani encampment.
Brother and sister, Vistani encampment.
Brother's name's Casimir. Can't remember the sister's name off the top of my head. He Seligal. She sort of pulls that name out of nowhere.
Seligal?
Seligal. He's a Fletcher. He lives out there as well among the Vistani. He's got a place. He comes into town every once in a while, outfits the city guard with crossbows, arrows, bolts, the things that they need. So he's around. Haven't seen him much around lately, but he comes into town every now and then. So Seligal or Casimir,
Right.
those would be your two the two best bets.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I'll toss her a silver piece.
Aye. Thank you kindly.
Stay safe.
You as well.
Thanks. Tyler, is that a potion? What kind of potion is it? Potion of greater
Nope.
healing?
Just a regular old healing potion.
Potion of healing. All right. Thank you. And then I will slip outside. Just give the area a look around. And then kind of center myself a little bit. Winnie, do you know what direction we're needing to go to Lady Watchers?
Yes. I'm just actually double checking my math, Tyler, because I think you may. We can do it later. We had to keep going this way in the direction, so we were walking past the general store, desk light. So.
All right.
Did you get everything? Did you get everything you needed?
No, it's very expensive here.
Did you put on the world charm?
I was able to get one potion, so we'll have that in case something happens. Let's try and blend in with crowds. I want to get moving to Lady Watcher. Tyler, do you want me to roll for stealth?
I will ask the group to roll for one last stealth check on your way to the Watcher house. James with advantage.
Okay. Killing it, James. Killing it. All right. 22.
That's going to be a 3 or a 15. Oh, yeah, yes, 15.
I heard 15, I heard 24. What else?
I said 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey, did you give me yours? Sorry, I think I missed it. I only see one hand.
It looks like a 6.
I think it was either a 6 or a 7. And Isadora, what was yours? I can't hear you now. Still can't hear Nell. Can anybody hear Nell?
Nope.
Oh,
There
no,
she
no,
is.
No, hell
Hello,
yeah.
beautiful.
21.
21, thank you. Okay.
We are falling
right.
apart. Jesus.
You make your way to the front of Watcher House. And you see this very distinguished house as you approach it. The sounds of the square sort of fall away, and you make your way down the northern road. A slouching roof is hanging heavy over these very sort of thick and furrowed gables. Moss-covered walls sag. And you realize that the house itself is, for all of its sort of past opulence, it does not look like a happy home. At least from the outside.
I think I should take the lead on this one. Usually I let you do the talking, but these are Watchers, after all.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Should I stop focusing on you? Now or once we get you inside?
I've been told that powerful watchers can see beyond the veil of magic. I don't think me being invisible would be a detriment to them.
All right. Do we just knock?
Do you just knock?
Yeah, I'll just knock.
All right. You approach the house. And you knock. Maybe.
Knock, knock, knock.
Why? Hang on 1 second, y'all. Boundary crash. Boundary crash.
Boundary
Just
crash.
in time for the end of the night.
So mad at us.
Our computers hate our guts. They're so mad at all of us. Come on, you bitch. All right. Well, you are let into the house by
Here I go. I'm in.
a younger woman who lets you in and guides you into a large chamber.
Oh, it's pretty. Oh, I love it. Wow. Wow. Wow.
There's a fire roaring. A large sort of antlered chandelier hangs from the center of the room. And a very distinguished looking woman sits at a table next to a sort of dark-haired, very sort of slight and nondescript man. And she sort of eyes the four of you as you enter. She looks you up and down, and she just looks over at her, the man sitting next to her, and you see her sort of whisper something to him. He just looks up at you all, gently glares.
I am Zoot Scythe, student of the Watcher House. Vigilance, loyalty, and discipline. I am here to abjure the extra plungar and bring true order to the plains. I beseech the Watcher House.
And then I kneel. I'll kneel before them.
Oh my gosh.
I'll kneel too. I'm watching him kneel. I will kneel in my fucking trousers. This is what we're doing. We're all kneeling, right? If I look back and this is not kneeling, I'll stand back up very awkwardly.
I'm not kneeling.
Hey.
And she just takes this in. The second that you open your mouth, Zoot, you notice the man sort of was startled, and you saw him kind of take a minute. She doesn't flinch. She just sits there and sort of observes this display in front of her. I do not know what you have heard about me or my family, but you seem to have the wrong impression of who I am and what I am doing here.
Are you the Lady Watcher?
Is a bit of a bastardization of my family name, but yes, I am Lady Vokta.
Are you guys laughing that loud?
Yes, absolutely. I'm laughing that loud in real life.
I'm not
In real
laughing.
life and
I'm
fake
Curse of
life.
Strahd, y'all, come for the laughs. That only Quelmar can provide.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
The Shakespeare comedy of.
Do I get to embarrass myself out of invisibility?
Oh, right, you were fucking invisible when you started screaming that.
Yes.
Yes, he
I thought
was.
they could see me.
Hence why the man was terrified, because in his mind he thought it was coming from one of you without any of you moving your mouths.
I'm so sorry. I'm dying. I'm gonna mute myself.
And she just kind of eyes all of you and says, we have been observing your presence here in our village and are very interested in what you have to offer. We found that you were taken by the Baron, no? Yes?
Some of us were taken to jail, if that's what you mean.
Oh,
But we didn't stay in there long.
Yes, and you have...
Right, of course, you know that. You helped us get out. Thank you. Thank you for that, by the way.
She sort of gestures
Thank
over her
you.
shoulder and she says, it was nothing for dear Ernst here. And she gestures to the man next to her. And he sort of nods gently and then gets up and leaves the room.
Goodbye. Thank you. I will never forget you, Ernst. I owe you a life debt, Ernst. I don't do life debts the way Duke does.
A perception check of this room. I do not trust anything here.
Roll me a perception check, yeah.
I'm looking for specifically any things that might lead to like a hidden trap or something that might like trap us in here.
What'd you roll?
Perception or investigation would it be?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I got 18 on the die, and I think I have a +2 to my perception, so that'd be a dirty 20. My laptop's going really slow, so...
All good. You know...
3, so it's a 21.
Okay. You notice in this room nothing out of the ordinary. Just these two individuals. You aren't able to see anyone or anything sort of lurking or hiding. No sort of glimmers of any sort of faint magical essences or auras around the room. You notice, though, that there is a lot of expensive shit in this room. That's what you're able to perceive.
Do you have any dresses that you are not wearing? I have been wearing trousers for multiple days, and I think I'm going to catch an infection of having no airflow. You are rich. Do you have dresses? Could I have one? I do not like to beg, but I will.
You're asking this out loud to...
Yes.
My dear, we will have plenty of time for such trifles later.
I don't like that.
But first, I do want to know why the four of you have come and why you are so interesting.
Are you asking why are we the way we are?
Yes, my wyvern-born friend, I am asking why you are the way you are.
I'm gonna end my concentration so he blinks back into existence. since the jig is up. Do you have anything to drink?
Dresses and drinks both are high on the priority list now.
Madalena! And she calls over her shoulder, and the same woman that guided you into the home comes in. She says, wine for our guest, please. Madalena leaves and...
May I sit? I gesture to...
Please?
I come over, I kind of like when I stroll over to her, I take a look around the room as I do. This place is really nice. And I'll sit across from her if there's like a bench.
Yeah, there's some benches, there's some couches on the other side of the room as well, but she is sitting sort of at this table.
Do you like it here?
In my home? Yes, I love my home, my dear.
No.
It's beautiful. It's
Outside
so
of your
beautiful.
home. The festivals.
Ah! You mean Velaki, do I like living here?
Barovia as a whole.
Barovia is my home. Of course I love my home. I do not love the way that bastard Valakovich runs my town. But we will see to that in time.
Right. I have an idea.
I love ideas.
Well, just so you know, he's looking for you. He tried to hire us to look into you. So he's on to something. He's on to us. He's trying to, I assume, capture us and kill us, because that's what he seems to be doing to people that, I guess, speak out against him, that have genuine emotion. Anyway, look, we are on a mission to get back home. How about we help you and you help us?
Did you
Some of
left
us
out the part where we
want to get
kill the
home.
devil?
Right. That's some of us want to get home. Some of us just want to kill some monsters, and that's kind of the end of the to-do list. Is kill the monsters.
Which monsters do you speak of? The Baron? Yes, I agree. The Baron is a monster and he must be dealt with.
We're here to deal with him, as long as possibly there's like a black tower involved. Does he live in a black tower? I should have asked that first.
The Baron? No, the Baron lives in a manor on the other side of the village.
Who lives in the black tower?
You are referring to Count Strahd, no?
I saw a black tower in a vision. Is there something like that at the manor?
There is no black tower in Velaki. There is Castle Ravenloft, where our Count Strahd lives, but that is nothing to fear there.
And it's black.
Yes, my child. Why are you so interested in Count
And we will
Strahd?
make our way to this Castle Ravenloft, where we will
Sounds like-
kill the devil.
Yes, but that's like point 11 on the to-do list, darling. We have a few points before then.
Well,
You said his
soon.
name.
Soon, point 11. Yes.
You said his name.
But yes, why would I fear saying the name of the ruler of our realm? Ah, you have been, I understand, you have been exposed to the Baron. And the Baron has told you that the only way to keep the Count away is by not saying his
Yeah.
name. That is what has kept him away for hundreds of years, yes? Ah, but see,
Yes.
that is not why he has not come. He has not come because the prophecy has not been fulfilled, my children, but it will be. And when it is, we will have nothing to fear.
What?
What's the prophecy?
What prophecy?
I'm going to touch my head, and I'm gonna talk to everyone inside their head and tell them not to talk about killing Strahd in front of this lady, please.
I'm gonna throw up on the floor at my feet.
And she looks you all up and down, and her eyes rest on Zoot. And as she says this next piece, her eyes never leave Zoot's eyes. You see, my loves, there will be a cleansing, and the cleansing will be soon. The Baron and his men and his followers, they will be punished for what they have done to our town. This is not a happy place, but it will be once that monster is destroyed. I can promise you that. And you will help us do this.
I will seek your aid.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Just in time for Nell's green screen to fall down. So, thank you everybody for being with us. Thank you, Claire the DM, for coming and raiding right at the end there for the finale of our shopping episode. Sorry.
Thanks,
What a
Clifton, I love
lame
you.
moment to come in for a raid. Sorry,
It was
y'all.
a good ending.
So, tune in next Wednesday and check out what WTF is going to go down here in the village of Valaki. That they just can't, these four just can't seem to catch a fucking break with the folks they
I
meet.
like. What do you
in
mean
this
catch a
town,
break?
so-
She wants to kill the bear.
She-
The Baron is Strahd, right?
This is true. No, the Baron is
Oh,
not
sweet
Strahd.
baby angel.
I want to kill someone. I don't know who the Baron is, but they're gonna die.
So we will be back next Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern, here on Quelmar's Twitch channel. Anybody got any plugs? I mentioned at the top, links at the bottom. Join our Discord. Hop on the website. Check out the wiki. If you join the Discord and you're interested in Quelmar Con 2022, that's happening this spring, hit up the Discord channel. That's for Quelmar Con. You'll get information there on how to book rooms and get a badge to come and hang out with all of us. I believe all 5 of us will be there, along with dozens of other. There are dozens of us who all will be hanging out in Spring Mills, PA this summer.
Can't wait that long. Check out the Quelmar Fall thing in Maryland. It's on the Facebook
Yes.
page.
Like a
I
mini
don't know.
convention.
James
There's a
will drop
mini
it.
Maryland Con.
It's gonna be great. Mini Maryland Con. It'll be fall themed. We'll do fun fall activities. Shouts to Alyssa and Cecilia.
There's PA
I think that one's only on
in-person
Facebook. so
PA
I'll drop
in-person games. The Connecticut Quelmar Con is always happening at my apartment. If
that.
folks are interested,
I was gonna plug. There's a
A bunch
game
of us are
next
going to a lot.
weekend
I'll
on
message you.
this channel. I think. Let me double check.
Mhm.
I think it's on this channel. Yeah. So on the 4th, September 4th, Dread, which is that oh so famous RPG where it's the Jenga tower.
Yes.
And the success of your actions is dependent on the success of the pools of the tower. So Dread is going to be live streamed on Sunday, September 4th. So I think, is that before or after our next game? That's after our next game. Okay, well, I'll plug it again next week.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Stay around in October. We're going to be starting metagame as well. I'm really excited for it. Details of that are coming out. We'll post things about that soon, but it's going to be really different and cool, and I'm really excited for it. Shouts to Steven, who I know is in the chat right now.
Sweet. All right.
Metagame going to be so Metagame is on Discord or on Twitch?
It'll be on Twitch. It'll be streamed.
Ooh.
More details about that.
That's gonna
Also
say.
coming
That's why
soon.
she had to get the new
Exciting
computer.
things.
Ah!
Part of it. Part of it.
All right, y'all.
Can't wait.
Thank you. Have a great night. And until we see you next week.
Keep rolling those
There it
dice.
is.